Hi everyone, I'm Oni. Welcome back to Mass Halcyon Australia, the Gauntlet session 20. We are unfortunately down one player because Noctis has kind of disappeared and haven't been replying to any of our messages. So for the moment, we're kind of going on without him. I have plans for his character, Ryan Reeds, aka Prodigy, the Legacy, who just gained the full powers of the Marvel Legacy, and his father Marvel has now been completely depowered. And his nemesis Jacob Meher has fully turned into Black Skull and was sent back to his room by Mr. X when we last left off him. Then he was now heading towards the Logins Institute, where two of our characters are, and then we don't know what happened. Yeah. So anyway, um, um, I, yes, yes, yes. So I'm not sure how many people watch this video, but whoever you are watching, if anyone has any information for Noctis or any way to get in contact with him other than Discord, um, leave a comment. We're kind of worried. We're kind of worried. It's kind of terrifying. Let's be honest. Anyway, let's introduce our other players because the show must go on and the game must go on. So unfortunately, I've written down the MIA for the moment. So yeah, Flux, you're up.
I am Flux. I am playing character called Minotaurus, also known as Ryan Reynolds. Wait, I'm sorry, Ryan Reynolds. Reynolds.
I can't. You're Ryan Reynolds. You're Deadpool. This is great. This is amazing. Uh,
Anyway, Reynolds Park or apparently Kevin Blackthorne with double playbook.
Hi, I'm Janine. I play as Nigella from the Outside Playbook.
Hi, I'm Alice, playing Alice, Valentine of the Nova slash formerly Janus.
awesome. All right. So is anyone volunteering for the recap, or I can do that, I guess. Is anyone volunteering? I can't tell. I guess not. All right, then I'll take that as a no and I'll do the recap of session 19. Oh my gosh, why did I wrote so much? Which took place in story on 25th March 2018, Sunday afternoon. So basically, Alice is caught in the Logins Institute bathroom by this creepy woman named Marion Ashburn.
Isn't that
This creepy woman who is
yeah.
capable, who is psychic and is capable of and just commanded her to do stuff, and she did it. Do stuff as in not weird scary stuff, but more like don't tell anyone and follow me and don't say anything and stuff like that. Introduce yourself, tell me who you are, etc, etc, all that jazz. And yes, she obviously now knows that Alice is Valentine because Alice told her. This is great.
Great.
Alice also gave her all her electronic equipment because she told her to, and she did it. Then Marion Ashburn took Alice via a magic teleport in her office to the secret, presumably the secret HC underground facility next to the Logins Institute underground, and straps her to a similar gurney like Reynolds, and you know starts applying magic to transform her and stuff, fuse her with magic. She is electrocuted. She reminisces about the night of the fire, and this time she gets a good look at the arsonist. That means if she sees a picture of him, she will now recognize him. Now suddenly she realizes that like there's an alarm and the sprinklers are going off and the electrocution has stopped. She wants to get out of the shackles. The shackles open by themselves. She notices that despite the sprinklers, she is not wet. She is in fact very dry, and she looks up as if there's an invisible umbrella above her head. She tries to open the door, which is locked. She wants the door to be unlocked, and the door
Wait,
unlocks
that
itself.
wasn't a hallucination.
There was an hallucination of fire all around her. Yes.
No, I meant the sprinklers. That wasn't a hallucination.
No. The sprinklers happened. The sprinklers.
How does she is she gonna shower then? Also, is any liquid just gonna not touch her?
No.
What you know is that you don't know. What Alice knows is the sprinklers were going on, and the water weren't touching her.
Okay then.
We have no idea why. Well, she probably has no idea why yet, but any idea you have, just go at it. And as to why the sprinklers turned off, well, your guess is as good as hers. Not mine, though, because I know why the sprinklers went off. Oh, gosh. Anyway, she goes out the door. She finds her phone and her glasses, not her communicator. The phone doesn't have her battery, so it's kind of a brick right now. A very light brick. She hears noises coming from the outside, where she takes a peek and sees Minotaurus or Reynolds kind of duking it out with Frosty. Let me get a picture of Frosty. He's a very cool guy. I forgot to write his name. I should do that. Frosty McGrosty. No, it's just Frosty. It's Frosty the Snowman. It's Frosty. So she was doing the. Yes, so he was saying Frosty, but no, yes, maybe. And they kind of teamed up on Frosty and kind of put him on the ground. He's still okay, but then Jerry shows up. Jerry, as in this dude person, the strangely looking midget person who's like barely 4.5 feet tall. Yeah. Who is also the who is also the security officer at the Loggins Facility Institute stuff, McGruff. Alright. And with this buff fellow, where are you, buff fellow? Buff fellow, where are you? Why can I not find you, buff fellow? Did I put you in another place? I did, didn't I? I did. Alright. Okay. This guy, whose name is yet unknown to the players. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have no idea of any Jerry in Undertale. Anyway, moving on with a bunch of other hench folks. Now, Alice holds Jerry still while Reynold charges him and kind of knocks him back. He's still okay. Alice snatches the rune cover. How is Alice doing that? She is wanting it to happen, and it's happening. Alice snatches the rune-covered rifle by wanting it to happen, and it happens. And out of the buff dude's hand, and it kind of lifts it to the ceiling, and it starts firing in all directions randomly. Alice runs down the hallway, calling Reynold to follow. Reynold does the Hulk in the Avengers helicarrier scene, where just bashing through the walls like a total dude bro pants, and does that. Yeah, basically. What? There is what? There is literally no such thing as damage. Anyway, moving on. So and as they leave the hallway, Alice into the original room where the teleports are, Alice kind of crumples the hallway behind them by wanting it to happen. Yeah. Mechanically, she has changed playbook into a Nova, and she now has abilities of telepathy and telekinesis, and she's mostly using telekinesis for now. She hasn't used telepathy yet. Well, temporarily, she's about to. Then they try to activate the teleports, and then see one of the teleports activating, and well, Reynolds grabs a chair, throws it at whoever appears in the teleport.
God, please don't mind me.
who is Mistress Hex, and she gets a chair in her head and is knocked out cold, which is awesome. So yeah, Alice goes to wake her up by using her powers of telepathy and just brings her out of unconsciousness. She heals herself while Alice locates Shadowmere, who is in the sub basement of Logan's Institute, not this facility, the facility next door. And yeah, all three of them activate the rune teleport to go up to Marion Ashburn's office back in the Logan's facility, while the enemies kind of pour through the hallway, the crumpled hallway that Alice crumpled by making a path through it. They teleport up to the second floor of the Logan's Institute. Mr. Sex disables the runes, so it'll slow them down a little bit, takes them into the elevator, rides them down to the sub basement, finds Shadowmere being locked inside the Valentine armor, which is smaller than her. So it's very painful for her. Oh my god, everyone is talking. What? Why are you suddenly showing me pictures of a buff dude? Oh, okay.
I think he looks like our bad guy.
Okay. Maybe he's played by him in this movie. in this TV show. Wait, no, it's a it's an animation, so never mind. He's not acted by anyone. Maybe that's the voice actor.
Yeah, it probably is.
Anyway, moving on to yes. Mr. Hex uses Reynolds' plasma channel by burning her own hand to weld off some of the runes, so the suit's AI would activate and open up, letting Mr. Shadowmere talk to everyone else. Then Reynolds, with permission from Alice, goes to smash the suit and get Shadowmere out. He succeeds far too well, and the suit is completely destroyed into teeny tiny pieces. Teeny tiny pieces. And Shadowmere kind of flops to the ground, numb in hands and legs for being cramped up for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes ish. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that amount of time. Yeah. Yeah, and meanwhile, Nigella was flying towards Aegis in a flappy Nigella manner. I don't know who drew it, but they did a good. They did an incredibly accurate likeness of a falcon. Incredibly accurate likeness. Okay, yeah. And on the way, she notices a small Bell helicopter being piloted by Giga Hornet. Let me get a picture of him. He's a cool dude. Come on, cool dude. Giga Hornet. And which is flying above a gigantic swarm of hornets, like casually a million hornets, casual millions. So she manages to latch onto the window of the windscreen of the helicopter and inform Giga Hornet of what's going on, and then she flies off towards Aegis. At Aegis, she kind of reaches Alexei, the dude they met previously. Where are you, person? This guy? And kind of babbles on. So Alexei, meanwhile, gets a call from someone and directs Nigella into a room similar to the room, which is similar to the extremely barren room where Scion was mind reading Reynolds earlier. So in this barren room, she steps inside and Alexei closes the door. Yes, it's a large summary. I'm sorry. This is why someone else should have done this. Anyway, yes. Sorry about that. At this point, Director Cartwright appears in a 1 second. All right. Okay, fine. People were yelling in my room. I have no idea why they're yelling in my room when they can see me recording, but they just don't give a shit, which is extremely, extremely respectful. Let me just say, like, totally, like the respect is just flows out. Anyway, yes, and this guy, director Cassidy Cartwright of Aegis, the Aegis Australia and Oceania branch, kind of interrogates her and lets her know that Aegis knows that Rhiannon is an alien, and so is Nigella. So she kind of spills the beans. So yeah, we're gonna start off at that. But first, I'm gonna add team because I always forget to do that. Right. Okay, so we're actually gonna start off at that spot to see how Nigella deals with this situation. So let me show this to everyone. Uh, so this is a custom move for Nigella, which is negotiate with Aegis. So tell me how you're negotiating with Aegis, and we'll determine what label you're using for that, and we'll make a roll using that label.
What
So
exactly is the Aegis asking for me?
they're not asking anything. You're negotiating with them.
To let me go for
No,
the
no.
time being.
How are you doing that? How are you doing that? Just saying that is not a negotiation. That's just a
Yeah,
request.
yeah, but that's what I'm aiming for. So
Okay,
allow them to
so
let me
you're
go
so
for a
you're
minute.
actually not using the move, which is also fine. You can choose to not use the move.
I'm
Uh,
just I'm just asking you. That's I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna use. Okay, let me think. Can I, Miss Cara Danvers? No, what Cassidy
Cart.
Cartwright?
Yes.
Can
Let me
I
open that up. Yeah.
can I actually go check up?
Go check up
Uh,
what
I'm actually worried about their well-being right now.
the whose well-being.
Um, Valentine and Miss Ma'am Shadowmere and Minotaurus.
Okay, so she says that well, we have our field agents out over there, and we also know Giga Hornet is on the way, so they will be fine.
Oh, okay. So I guess there's nothing I can do to help me get out of this situation. Okay, what does what does it just want for me from me in the meantime, ma'am?
Information. Why are you here? What do you want? What does is there more of you on this planet other than the two of you? Yeah, are the rest of your species coming here for some reason?
Actually, no. The other guy came to retrieve me
Why?
because I need my family wants me back.
So, what are their intentions for Earth?
Actually, they doesn't know yet. Humans technically,
They
they
don't know about Earth yet.
yes.
Wait, so is it like, are you telling me only you and that other guy is mm, is aware of Earth even existing?
Well, we are aware that Earth is existing, but the intelligence that humans have attained, no.
Oh, so you okay? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I have to get into a. Well, then I still have to meet with all the other Aegis members to decide what we do, because it's not every day we make contact with aliens. In fact, it's never a day we make contact with aliens. So we need to we need to proceed with this with um our utmost caution. So unfortunately, you're going to have to stay where you are for the moment being.
Okay, fine. Can I talk to the other guy?
He's still out cold. If he wakes up,
Oh,
we'll let
okay.
you know. What I was okay. So what, like, out of character, what I was asking you to this, like, try to somehow convince her to let you go and help, like, look at the role options, I guess, like, you know.
I know, but I can't think of anything that
Okay,
will
okay. So okay.
sway
It's
her.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like, if you can't think of any way to make a convincing argument, then you just don't. So that's fine. That's
Yeah,
totally fine.
yeah, that's fine. I
Yes.
can't. I was thinking of bribing her, but that's not gonna work. I don't really have money.
And yeah, I mean, she's the director of a continent spanning, you know, agency. I don't think she has any need for money as bribe.
But Nigella, I don't think Nigella knows that fact. So
Yes, that is true. Alright, so okay, so you're stuck in here. Okay, so as director Cartwright goes to turn off the camera connection,
mhm.
um you see you see like, it's like something coming out of the camera itself, but on her side. And out
Okay.
pops, yep, good guess, out pops Cyberself.
Uh,
And like within half a second, like Cartwright draws a gun and points at Cyberself, and then just just like, Sylph, for the last time, don't do that, I could have shot you. Oof.
Wait.
uh,
Well, she has. If she could shot her, then she has terrible reaction time. Terrible reaction things, I guess.
Wait, what?
Yeah. If she says that she has terrible reactions to everything, how is she an agent?
Who says she has terrible reaction to everything?
Yeah, if she gets surprised and wants to shoot a cyber self just for popping out of somewhere, that would
It's
make it for a terrible thing.
I'm not understanding your line of,
Screw it, never mind.
I have no idea what you just said or where you went with that. No idea. She was a field agent. Director Cassidy Cartwright was a former field agent. She is no longer a field agent, and yeah, so she has good reflexes because she's a friggin' field agent. Yes. Not just that, like somebody, like while she is in a very private meeting, somebody just pops into her room. And as you can realize, that this is not the first time CyberSylph has done this. And so yeah, what's Sadako?
yeah, the one that came out of the TV screen.
I Okay. So yeah, well, I mean, Sylph didn't come out of a TV screen. Sylph comes out of a camera, webcam. But yeah, it's okay. The ring girl has a name. I did not know that. Okay. Anyway, and Sylph is like, okay, I was taking a nap when I was woken up, and I heard, like, you guys have Nigella. Oh, hi, Nigella.
Hi,
Okay,
do I?
why is she trapped in the powerproof room?
Are you a fairy? And I try to poke her.
You poke the screen, nothing happens.
Oh,
So yeah, okay.
that's sad.
Cassidy, Cassidy says, well, that is, unfortunately, that is classified, and you are not, you're not, like don't have high clearance enough to find that out. But we have reason to capture her and contain her for uh and Cyberself just says, did you guys find out she's an alien? And Cassidy is like,
I actually
okay,
said,
so you knew and you didn't tell us. Great.
what? How? How did you know? Who are you?
I'm. Oh right, we've never met. I'm Cyberself. Hi. Your teammate Prodigy has extremely loose lips. He told me that you're an alien,
Ooh,
which is super cool, by the way. She's like giddy. Like that is super cool.
hell? What the hell? And I start stomping around.
Okay, and Cartwright goes, Miss Park, please do not stomp on that. Okay, I'm aware you can change your density, so please don't break the floor.
Fine. Just go back to seat.
Okay, and Cybersil was like, okay, so what gives? Hex apparently told us that Harbinger Collective has been spotted at logins. I came here to warn you guys, and I find this. Okay, come on, like we have to send out a dropship to help them. And Cartwright is like, yes, a dropship has already gone out. And Cyber says, and so send another one. It's Harbinger Collective. They capture kids for turning them into monsters and stuff. Like you have two of them in the in your infirmary in a coma. They have Croctor and Hydrosaurus Rex. Okay, we need all the help we can get. Okay, so look, Nigella is obviously a hero. She's been done nothing but hero work for the past however long she's been here. And come on, just give her the benefit of doubt. And okay, so I kind of still like she is like making an argument for you, but you kind of have to show to the director that you are like what the person she says you are.
Okay, I already gave you where my.
Also, Cybersylph doesn't currently. Cybersylph is young, so she doesn't have influence over you. That's why she's not able to shift your labels. Otherwise, she would be doing that right now.
Yeah. I said, well, she has a point though. You have my coordinates for my spaceship, and you have my friend, so there's nothing really I can do to harm, I guess. I just need to go back there.
Cassidy sighs, face palms. Well, not face palms. Like rubs her thingy, rubs her forehead. You are doing an argument using like what label do you think you're like trying to make that argument with?
Think, uh,
I don't think it's danger. It's not freak. It's either savior or superior. So either you're telling them logically or you're embodying your hero persona. So which is
uh,
it?
logically, because I haven't really thought of myself as a hero.
All right, sure. Do me a superior roll.
With four conditions, let's go.
It's a flat 2d6 minus 2.
Stop it. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, you did it. Alright, let's look at that custom move we had. Alright, so they let her out of the cell, but since the argument is different, okay, so here's what I'm gonna change it to. So they let you out, they prep another dropship, but they're sending more people, and they are sending two more, uh, well, their 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 employed heroes with you to keep an eye on you and also stuff. And yes, one of them is friggin' dynamite.
Yes.
I was thinking of not letting that happen, but that is far too cruel. and the other
Like-
one is Arbalist.
Herbalist. Oh, the
Who's
arrow.
Arbalist? I don't remember.
I just showed you a picture
Green
of that.
arrow. Oh.
The archer girl.
Oh, that. Okay.
The green arrow, the non-green arrow, but no,
Yeah.
it's the green crossbow.
Yeah, the green bolt.
The green bolt. Yes, the green bolt. All right, so they prepare another dropship. This time carrying Cyber Sylph, Dynamite, Arbalist, and yourself, and you all take off like within like 1.5 minutes, and just fly like jet towards the Loggins Institute. Very cool. Let's go back inside said institute and see what's going on. Let me also actually write down what just happened, because a lot of things just happened, and yeah. Okay. So mm, alright. Cool. I have written that down. Okay, so on this side, what happened was you have just let's explain what's going on. You have Mistress Hex is holding her right hand, which is looks like a burnt toast. It smells like a burnt toast too, and she's holding it in her left hand, kind of in pain. Renault just dug himself out of the Valentine armor-shaped hole in the wall. Well, not really a hole, like a outline in the wall. And Alice is looking at the ruined pieces of her armor and sighing, and Shadowmere is laying on the ground, flat, like on her side, like kind of numb in her arm and legs, and her face is looking towards the elevator, which just opened up, and inside the elevator you see let me actually get the list out. You see Frosty, you see Jerry, you see Marion Ashburn at the back, you see fat guy, buff guy, not fat guy, he's not fat, he's
Fat guy.
fat guy. No, he's buff guy whose name is unknown to you, and two more goons in the back. So a total of 6 people. 2 more henchfolks in the back. The henchfolk and buff guy are all wielding rune-covered rifles. Okay, so before everything happens, before you all enter combat or anything like that, this entire sequence that I'm about to explain happens in less than 1 second. So you see Jerry's in the lead. Suddenly he disappears
Oh boy.
in a pink blur, similar to the blur you saw in that traffic footage.
Oh. Well, we know our Gauntlet now.
Oh, okay. That's one thing that happens. Immediately, you, both of you, Alice and Reynolds, both of you black out.
Damn it.
Damn it.
And immediately following, all this is happening in the span of 1 second. You hear a thump noise. After you've blacked out, you hear a thump noise of basically like someone throwing a sack of something into a wall. and followed by
Actually,
a
what it was just never mind.
followed by a oh groaning noise. That's when you realize you haven't blacked out. There is something black inside, in front of you. Not in front, not inside you, not yet. But no, there is something black in front of you that is covering the entire hallway of the sub basement. It's a black wall made of shadow. And that's when you realize, yes, Shadowmere on the ground has like that's when you realize, that's when you understand that Shadowmere on the ground has created this black wall, and Jerry sped forward and slammed into it on the other side.
Get wrecked.
And this actually hits one of his conditions. So now I have to figure that out, which that happens, because this is definitely a like he speeds up, super speed, flat. Oh, so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. You have a crush on Auntie Shadowmere. This is like, even without her, even without the full capacity of her arms and legs, she still has power, and her power doesn't really need her arms or legs to be non-numb or responsive. Her power comes from just pure control of shadow. So, alright.
Are we actually blinded, or is it just a very dark
No.
wall?
It's just a very dark wall. It's a wall like
Okay.
that's completely black. You still have light on your side. The dim light. There are lights on your side. You're not blinded at all. It just happened so suddenly you thought you blacked out, but you didn't. Alright. I'm actually gonna. Okay. Let me actually see what's happening. What's happening? Um. Okay. Okay. Let's mark that thing, and that means they are going to immediately be able to do a villain move, which is okay. Um, is and you can actually hear them talking. It's kind of muffled, but he's like, "Oh, damn it! That shadow bitch put up this friggin' wall. Ashburn, what do we do? What do we do?" And at that point, Ashburn says, "Come on, Shadowmere, we can talk like reasonable people. Why don't you drop that wall? And we'll all go up for a nice chat." What do you do before we realize what's happening?
I'm gonna wield my powers. I'm just gonna charge up my ball. I'm
What?
wielding my powers.
No, I mean, what do you want to do? Like, wield your powers? Okay, so what do you want to do?
Just charge up a plasma ball, just in case somebody gets to jump on me, and I can just release it.
Charging up isn't wielding your powers. You can do that normally.
Darn.
Yeah, that's a normal thing.
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still
okay,
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know.
You can do that. That's your normal powers. Alice, what are you doing?
I may as well. I'm gonna try to get some flex.
You know
Get
that
somewhat.
you are aware of what Ashburn is doing. You are aware of how her power works better than everyone else here. Do you want to
Actually,
somehow use your own powers to somehow protect Shadowmere from her influence?
Okay. Well, I actually am unaware that I have telepathic powers, but
Mhm.
I'll make a point of saying, Shadowmere, don't listen to her. Her mind can she makes people suggestible as to what they.
only two people without powers though.
I don't know that.
Didn't she say that actually?
The GM said that. I don't think she did.
She would never say that. She would never explain her powers to you. No, that's a terrible idea. Okay, 1 second. I'm just ouch, eep, ouch. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Um. Just saying. What are you doing exactly?
Well, I
Exactly.
mean, while I'm saying it, I'll be
Mhm, mhm.
running through the memories in my head, which I don't know whether or not that will end up conveying some to.
Do you want to, like, you have telekinesis? That much you know for now. Do you, like, are you really hoping? Are you, like, desperately hoping that Shadowmere doesn't get influenced by her?
Oh yes, desperately hoping.
All right, then give me a freaking unleash. Things are going to happen.
I feel
Oh,
like we need some help. No,
Or maybe
no.
things don't happen.
okay. So, let me actually shrink all these things. Okay, you can mark a potential for that, which is, hey, your first potential. Woo, well, not your first potential, but on this track right now, actually. I guess. I mean, you're not really in battle yet, and yeah. Um. All right. So you've missed on that unleash. So you suddenly realize you're accessing Shadowmere's memories. You are accessing her memories. You are seeing her as a child, as a teenager, like a little older than you when she gained her powers. You see young Jake, trying to help her train with said powers. You're seeing young Jake trying to, encourage her to follow on and become a superhero. You're seeing it, and unfortunately, you're seeing that you just realize is causing Shadowmere pain. And Shadowmere is like, Alice, Alice, please, Alice, stop, 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 that's hurting me, Alice, stop it.
Okay, I'll be like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on.
But on the plus side, what just happened is that you have successfully prevented Ashburn's words from affecting her for now because you were hurting Shadowmere. So she was distracted by the pain inside her brain. Oh. So that happened, and at that point, Frosty said, "You hear from no, not Frosty. You hear Jerry saying, well, that didn't work. What gives, Ashburn?" Ashburn is like, wait, what? How? What? Don't tell me, Hex. Are you using a mind shield? How childish! Come on, g- just get out of here and we'll talk. And at this point, Hex is like, yeah, and Hex just yells, yeah, nice try. I'm not using a mind shield, but I am using a mind shield. Sorry, I am using a mind shield. So, no. Uh, at that point, you actually realize there's someone just speaks from behind you. There you are! And I just realized I did not set up that person. So let me actually give me
Damn
a
it.
second. All players. Where is the picture? Where is the picture? Where is the picture? There we go. Okay, so it's this thing, the this thing that just appeared behind you in the tunnel. Where are you? Upload, please. There you go. It changes. Show to players. It's some sort of astral form. It's like a ghost-like entity. Like you're seeing it even when it's up close. It's very blurry and like not much detail. It has a like kind of like this weird humanoid shape, but it's constantly like wispy. like very like wispy and stuff. What do you do?
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm I'm Benji Gunther. I'm one of the I'm one of the missing one of the kids one of the teens these guys kidnapped.
Wait, you remember your name?
Yeah, I have my memories. Thank you for asking. I have access to all my memories. I know the other kid doesn't have that.
Are you here to help us or
Well,
hinder us?
considering I just helped you not get your memory wiped, I think I deserve some thanks.
Oh, well then, thank you very much.
Okay, listen, I can't leave. My body is inside this warded room. I couldn't even leave for I couldn't even access this facility until a few minutes ago when the walls kind of shook and broke apart, destroying some of the wards, so now I can leave farther. But my body is in the other underground facility. You guys are here to rescue us, right?
Yeah, that was a high priority after we escaped. But you can do it right now, I guess.
Okay, well, the other facility is like, well, I came through the wall. It's 30 feet of solid rock. How are you gonna get there?
Physics? What physics?
That is definitely not gonna work through 30 feet of solid rock. Sorry, 30
Sorry.
meters of solid rock, not 30 feet, 30 meters.
Would I be aware that if I can get a flare, my move flare would get us?
You would not be aware of that, no. But you can get the flare if you like do that stuff. Let me actually get to the thingy place.
I mean, I guess I could try to use this newfound power to tunnel through.
What powers do you have again? Let me actually check that.
Telekinesis.
No. Okay. The move thing would work, but like not through 30 meters of solid rock. That is far too much, even for your powers.
How long is 30 meters?
100
So
feet.
100 feet.
Oof.
Yeah, it's solid rock. Like you're in the sub basement, so it's about 20 meters below ground level in the hinterlands, which is a mountainous area. So it's solid rock. It's not like loose soil. If it was loose soil, you could probably have done it.
Benji, do you know if there's any tunnels that run from this area to the other ones? Last time we came through, we had to use a
I have no idea. Like I said, I was only able to go much farther than a few meters from my room because of the wards breaking down. Like these HC guys know I pretend that I've lost my memories and I have amnesia, so their new memories didn't work, but I have no idea what the facility looks like beyond what I can see. And at this point Hex says, wait. Um Benji, can you go to the rune teleports on the other do you know where they are? Benji's like, um the yeah, I saw the other guys use them right now when they were coming here. Okay, yes, go to those rune teleports and touch it. I'm gonna try to teleport us all there. Anna, can you hold the wall? Anna's like, I could sure use some help. And at this point, like, you were kind of distracted and you realize that Frosty is kind of punching into the shadow wall. It's vibrating, and the buff guy and the two other hench folks are shooting their runic rifles, which are actually doesn't you don't actually see any sort of like light or muzzle flash or actual bullets, but there are like there are like small cracks appearing in the in the shadow wall. What do you do?
I think I will try to roll for flares.
Yeah.
Just because I have a feeling.
All right, sure, totally. Get me that roll. Do it. Oh my god. My god.
Hey, so
my
I'm
that,
gonna take a little nap now.
that 1 in 12 chance though. That 1 in 12 chance though.
Can I help?
So you mark 3 conditions. You are unable to mark 3
Ew.
conditions, and your mind kind of overloads itself, and you fall flat to the floor.
It's been a rough day.
Seriously.
Oh, that 1 in 12 chance. Oh my god, that 1 in 12 chance. Oh,
Face
Stupid Skynet.
And you kind of face plant right next to Shadowmere, and Shadowmere's like, oh shit, what just happened? Hex is like, I can't think about this. Anna, Reynolds, hold the wall. Don't let them through. Do whatever it takes. Break the hallway. I don't care. I need time to draw the room.
I'm sorry, what?
Hold the wall. Don't let it break. Don't let them come to us. I'm going to draw the rune. And
I'll
at this
try,
point,
I guess.
And you see her kind of, she's holding her right hand and in her left hand, and she does something with her left hand, and her right hand just starts bleeding. And she quickly uses that bleeding hand to start drawing on the floor.
Oh, that's metal. That's so
That is
metal.
extremely metal. And she's like, Benji, what the hell are you floating here for? Go to the other teleport and just stand on it. Wait.
Calibrate it to us. Calibrate it to us, yeah.
Wait. Do you mean just stand on it? How are you going to... Benji, come on, I have your signature. Just go. What do you think I've been doing right now all this time? I was scanning you. Go. And he's like, okay. And he just faces through the wall. Yes, you get another potential. And you have passed out. Let me actually check on the condition thing. The actual rules for the conditions. Like, how long do you go out? Conditions. Where does it?
I think you said it was until you get to another scene.
I think so. Yeah.
So get through this battle alone, and then
Yeah. You lose
Alice will wake up.
consciousness or flee the scene. One way or another, you cannot continue there. So this entire scene, you're going to be passed out.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to face these legion of the assholes alone.
What do you do, Reynolds? Hex is drawing the rune a little ways back. Shadowmere
Stand
is
guard,
holding
I
the
guess.
wall.
Do I get bonus if I kind of like get in a position to ambush or something?
It's like the wall is covering the entire hallway.
So yeah, I know. How do I
Obviously,
hold
like,
it?
you can't see through it, so you don't know where the other side is, but you can like guess. Well, it's not that you can't see through it. Like, it's somewhat see-throughable, especially when the magic waves of the rune rifles are hitting it. But otherwise, like, that's why you can tell where they are a little bit. It's kind of turning blurry, translucent and stuff, not transparent. But yeah, but they probably can't see this, like what's going on this side.
I mean, I don't know if should I actually just push it and just kind of like make it cramped over there.
The Shadowmere's right there. If you want to come up with a plan, do it.
Okay. Anna, I have a plan.
Okay, what's the plan?
I'm gonna try and keep pushing this wall to them. Let them have less space.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold it. And at this point, you realize she is slowly getting feeling back in her arms because she's trying to wave it. She's trying to wiggle her toes. and wiggle her fingers to get. And
I
she's
mean,
like,
to be fair, wiggling.
and
To be
like,
fair, if you wiggle it, never mind.
you want to wiggle them for her? What?
No, if you wiggle your toes and toes and fingers, you can get a sleep paralysis, I guess.
Yes, that's what she's doing. And it hurts because when that paralysis is clearing, you know how it feels like. We all know what it feels like. So yes, pins and needles. Yes, exactly. So it's clearing, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna hold it. Push it. Push
Alright,
it, Ray.
pushing.
All right. Give me. Are you wielding or unleashing?
I mean, I'm transforming the landscape, I guess, transforming the battlefield
Um,
or
um,
room.
it 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 is your power is super strength. So using your strength to push something does consider wielding your powers. And
Okay, cool.
you can argue you're doing it with precision because like you're
Yeah, I
carefully
have a
pushing
plan.
it back.
Yeah, I'm doing it for plan as well.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
I'll just do freak, I guess.
roll a freak. Yep, roll a freak.
Submit. Hope submit.
Oh
No.
my god, this is amazing. You can selfishly use team to raise your freak.
Yeah, I'm
if
doing it.
you want to
I'm
do that.
definitely doing it.
All right.
Yep,
So
doing it.
you are using your team. Okay. You are raising your freak, lowering what?
Lowering savior.
Okay. So raise your freak. So freak becomes 2 and lower savior that becomes negative. And all right. So that becomes a 7 now. Woo! Nice. So you don't actually get potential for that.
I know.
Good. On a hit, choose one from the wield your powers list.
Create something useful for Create something useful for my environment.
What are you?
Uh,
What are
I'll
you
probably
creating?
neutralize an opponent or threat. Yeah, neutralize an opponent or threat. At least for now.
That's keep in mind, like, so I'm going to tell you what's going to happen on the create something useful and neutralize. So like, if you neutralize an opponent, like, it's only going to be one single opponent. There's 6 of them with 4 of them currently attacking the wall. If you create something useful, it depends on what you create from the environment, which might give a better benefit. I don't know, it's up to you to decide that.
I mean, if I create something useful, I will probably just grab something like a weapon or something.
Dude, you can
Yeah,
create
like
you can create an empty tunnel, like make the hallway emptier by pushing them back. You're creating space for yourself to use.
oh, that kind of create. Oh, I didn't realize it was. Didn't realize it was more. It was neat. It was big.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
it,
much.
it can be abstract. It's like directly engage option. Take something from them. You can take their balance, make them fall.
Okay.
That's how it works. Like,
Yeah.
you can be abstract.
Yeah, I'm creating something useful for my
Okay,
environment.
so you're creating, like, you're pushing them back. That basically means you're pushing them back. You're succeeding at what you did. You are slowly pushing them back, and you hear them on the other side, still muffled, and it's like, wait, the wall's expanding. What? Get back, get back, get back. And they're kind of going backwards. You're not doing this fast enough, but it is happening. All right. All right. So by the time you're like halfway down the elevator, and at this point the Ashburn is like, wait, I know what's happening. That Minotaur is pushing the wall, isn't he? Okay.
How the hell does she know?
She's intelligent, and you're the only one that's physically strong enough to do that. And they know
Okay,
the
then.
Shadowmere is kind of weak right now. And she says, okay, Kevin, little Kevin, why don't you stop doing that and break through the wall, and I can take you to your real parents?
Yeah, no, fuck that.
You feel her powers affecting your judgment. How are
Nope,
you?
screw that. I'm resisting. Resisting.
How are you resisting that?
Just to resist. Just have like normal.
You can consider this as a directly engage a threat, because this is definitely a threat. Or you could figure out something else if you want to. That's also possible.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like directly resisting it.
All right,
Just kind
sure.
of pushing it out of my mind.
All right, yeah, that's directly engage a threat.
Rolling danger.
Do it! Oh
Full
my
hit.
god! Yes. What do you do? I would really, really suggest taking resist your avoid their blows.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that.
Mm.
Resisting blows.
And what's the second one?
And take something from them.
Take what from them?
Actually, no. Create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. All right. Let me think about that. Okay, sure. Okay. You're like, I'm not listening. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. Kind of like that. And meanwhile, Shadowmere is like, focus, Ray. I know you can do it and stuff like that, and all that very heartwarming scene and stuff. I think. And you manage to push the intruding suggestion out of your mind, and she's kind of taken aback by that, and the opportunity you're going to create is buy yourself time for Hex to finish the rune.
Ooh.
Because obviously I don't want to make things any more dire for you.
Thank you.
If Alice hadn't taken a nap, you would have all been fine. But Alice had to go take a nap. God damn it. Oh, okay, yes. And when you push it back, and Hex is like, okay, I'm done. Ray, quickly grab Anna and get over here. Grab Anna
Okay.
and Alice, get over here.
Will do.
Anna, keep holding that wall. Anna's like, I'm trying. And Anna's at this point on her knees. She's has mostly the feelings back, so you basically just lift her up under your elbows, basically. And you can do that because you have super strength. You can carry two people easily. It's not even a thing for you. So you carry them and you reach the drying bloody rune. That
Still metal. Still really metal.
that Hex has just drawn. And Hex is like, okay. And at this point, her bloodied, burnt hand.
Hold on. Is
starts to
there
shake.
like a medkit in the room? Just I can quickly take
No.
some or something.
No,
Damn it!
It's the friggin' janitor access, man. And
There might be a medkit there or something.
there might be, but you don't see one yet. So at this
Yeah,
point,
can I at least search
her
one?
the burnt hand starts vibrating. It looks really bizarre, and blood is kind of spraying onto the rune as it starts to glow blood red.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and look for a medkit just really quickly, if that's possible.
You don't see one.
I know, just search for it in the desk or something.
There's no desk here. It's a freaking sewage access tunnel. Come on, man.
Oh, sewage access tunnel. I thought it was janitor access tunnel, and there will be like a room for janitors.
Like there's a room here down. Like you have to open the door. You can see a door farther down the hallway. And okay,
Yeah, okay,
and
yeah,
once
that's
she's
not-
done, she's like, she's like, stop vibrating, and okay, step inside quickly.
Alright, can I just okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna rip a part of my shirt, I guess.
What
Rip a part of my shirt.
what are you
Rip a
doing?
part of my
Just
hoodie.
hold them. Don't what?
I'm want to bandage your arm, please. Your arm
Not
is bleeding. I don't want.
not right now. I need the blood right now. Okay? I
Okay.
need the blood to flow. Otherwise, we can't use this. It's blood magic.
Okay then.
Okay?
Alright then.
It's hurting me, but I need it to hurt. Otherwise, I can't do this. Okay. And at this point, she starts talking this really weird incantation. It feels extremely unsettling to you. Very unsettling to you. It's not Pig Latin. It's not even Latin. It's some bizarre language that is extremely un, extremely unsettling. And once she does this weird and Shadowmere is like, Hex, please, I can't hold the wall for long. It's like, okay, and she slams her burnt, bloodied hand down on the uh, teleport rune, and you're all engulfed in blood red light. When the light
Ooh,
clears,
red is scary.
you all appear back inside the room where just a few minutes ago you threw a chair in Mr. Hex's face. And you all kind of, and the moment you appeared, you're like, Gah! And you see Benji's ghostly form kind of run away from you. You guys all appeared inside me. That was freaky. Or I was
Says the
inside you.
astral
That was
form.
so freaky. I could literally see inside your lungs. It was so bizarre.
Says the phasing astral form.
I well, excuse me. Not all of us are minotaurs.
Touche.
Okay, come on. It's this way. Wait, what happened to Alice?
I don't even know. Don't ask, please.
Okay. Well, this way. Come on, follow me, quick, this way. And he kind of guides you through another hallway, which wasn't crumpled, but you do see the crumpled place, and you don't see too many guards here because apparently, presumably, they all went to the other facility. He guides you down a few corridors to another observation room of sort, but this one isn't looking into the Garni kind of thing. This is like a sort of circular room, but it's like there's chairs and a cot, and on the cot you see the body of Benji Gunther that you have seen in your in pictures. Let me show you a picture of Benji Gunther. This. Of course, the shirt and clothes are very dirty. The hat, the cap is still on his head, but he's kind of passed out. Oh, and you do see like there's on the outside walls of the room. There's all these runic diagrams and stuff. Okay, I have to. Okay, so there's my body, and you see these runes. They're why I can't leave. And he shows you one corner of the wall which kind of broke down in all the when you went through the wall, and then followed by the hallway collapse by Alice. So that kind of has had this cracks sent down parts of the facility, which caused this wall to a bit collapse. So the room was kind of disturbed, which is why he was able to escape. And he's like, okay, I'm going back inside. Can you guys kind of open the door from the outside? Let me out, please.
Alright, sure, will do.
All right, so Hex looks at the ward, is like, okay, it's really amateur work. Just opening opening the door physically is enough. So just open the door. And at that point, Hex kind of like gets Shadowmere up, and Shadowmere's like, "Geez, Hex, what happened to your arm?" And Hex is like, "Okay, don't remind me. I might have to amputate this after all, but we'll deal with that when we get out of here. We need to get out of here. Better one arm than losing my life." All right. Are you ripping down the door? Are you opening the door?
I mean, just open the door.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there might be alarms. No, never mind. Then just opening door. Never mind.
There is still there is still like no, I would say there's no alarm right now. The alarm is off. Right. Okay, so you just open the door, and as you open the door, you see the astral form, the weird freaky astral form. Enter Benji, and Benji gets up. He's like, "Okay, come on, we have to rescue the other kid, the one who lost his memory."
Wait, what about Frosty over there? Is he a kid or is he just a random yes, test subject? Is actually an actual soldier?
I have no idea actually, but Frosty was here when I was captured, so I don't know. How many kids? How many of us did they abduct? I only know one other, but I don't know who else they abducted.
I believe 5 in total, but 2 of them are over ages.
Oh, oof, thank you. Wait, which two?
I don't know, like somewhat Manticore and the Cyclops dude.
Yeah. I thought they were also captured like me. They were talking about ancient Greek and stuff. So bizarre. I I I thought that was fake memory. I mean, no way they can be actually actual demigods from antiquity, right?
It's hard to say.
Okay, come on. The other guy I'm talking about, he's also thinking he's from antiquity, ancient Greek. So I don't know.
Yeah, definitely that guy. Definitely that guy.
Okay, so he kind of tells you all to follow him down another corridor into another room, and this is like some sort of training room, and it's not an observation door or anything. It's like a gym of sorts. He opens the door, and inside the gym you see, oh great, I also didn't prepare this NPC. Damn it me! Why am I not preparing these guys? Okay, I just wrote down the name as dude. Wait, what? What? However,
Why?
however
Why,
did,
Annie? Why?
however did you find that? I didn't post that, dude. Elis posted that. Why would you assume I did that? Why? Oh, jeez. Anyway, did you just assume my intention? All right. How big is that file? Okay, it's not too big. Upload, please. Alright. You see this guy next to a training dummy practicing
Let
sword
me guess.
fighting.
Let me guess. He destroys the thing, the dummy, and then just goes after us instead.
No, it's a friggin' solid steel dummy. It's doing fine, but there are cuts on it from the sword. You can all see the guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And yes, the snakes on the dude's head seem to be independent because some of them turn around to see you and hisses. And he's like, "Hello, who might you be?"
You're rescuers. Now let's go get out of here.
My rescuers? Whatever do you mean? Yeah,
This is
Minotaur.
an evil facility and they are lying to you.
Evil facility. They're the ones who stopped my parents from killing me. How dare you,
And
sir?
they also alter memories. So have at what you would think of it.
I, it seems like you're trying to provoke him to do something.
Yep, I'm doing it still.
Yeah.
Even though I'm probably gonna fail miserably. Rolling superior.
Oh my god.
Marky potential.
My god, man. Hey, you're only two left from another advancement. Yay.
Yay.
Yay! And he's like, "I know what you're trying to do, Minotaur. You're trying to trick me." "Well, that's not going to happen." And he kind of, raises his sword and comes at you. "I knew you were up to no good. You were up to no good. Benji always telling me these lies about how this memory of mine are faulty, and now you have these people to back you up.
Can I at least kind of like stop his hand or something?
He's
To just stop his hand.
he's coming to he's
He's
shake.
coming to strike me. I know he's trying to me. He's trying to stab me, but can I just kind of like
What do you want to
stop
do?
this? Literally, just stop this sword in my hand. Let it bleed or something.
Okay. Is that an unleash or a wield? How are
I
you
probably
stopping it? That depends
just
on.
literally just. I mean, just the sword with the sharp edge coming at me. I'm just gonna hold it. Just do it badassly.
Yes, I get it, but are you doing it? Are you doing it carefully, or are you just doing it to stop it? If you're doing it carefully so that you don't get hurt by it, that would be a wield. If you're doing
Yeah, definitely
just
doing that.
all right,
I'm
then,
doing it that way. Okay.
yeah, roll with that wield. Roll
Okay.
that wield.
Rolling wheel.
Wield. Oh
Oof.
my God! Choose two.
Well, take hold of something vulnerable to me and actually no, neutralize and yeah, do that too lah. Take hold of something and neutralize an opponent. Or
Okay,
threat.
take hold of something vulnerable to you. What is vulnerable to you?
This guy, I guess, his memories.
His
Technically.
memories. I don't think you can take hold of his
No, I
memories.
mean not literally that. I mean like just kind of like shake him out of it.
He's not vulnerable to you.
Well, I don't know. Just skip that one, I guess.
I mean, what is vulnerable?
The most important thing is neutralizing the opponent. If anything, I'm just gonna create something useful or something.
Okay, neutralizing an opponent or a threat for now. Let me actually check this moves. Like, give. Where is that adult moves?
I will say like as he comes to kind of like need try to hit me with the sword, I just kind of like literally grab it out of his hand and not even get him to swing at me.
Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Alright. Neutralize an opponent. Yes, let's say you grab the sword in between your two arms, like that crazy awesome and like ninja style sword block or whatever. Sorry, kung fu style sword block, and take the sword away from him. So he is neutralized, but not for long. At this point, you suddenly realize your reactions are getting sluggish.
He's
Very,
turning me to stone.
very sluggish. You hear little cracking noises as you see your arm holding the sword start turning to gray stone.
Oh god.
And at this point, uh, the at this point, suddenly a large a large shadow bubble appears around the dude's head.
I probably should have figured that he was Medusa.
And
I'm hoping.
and ow, 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 ow. And Hex is like, come on, come on, Minotaur, snap out of it. I know you're stressed. You're also made of magic. You can't let that stupid petrification magic affect you.
Alright then.
Alright, so he's
Hopefully it's just
basically
a fur.
telling
Hopefully
you
it's just the fur and just the outside skin and not.
she's basically telling you to she's also like indirectly like affecting your labels. She's
And what should that
she's
mean?
telling you to like you're also made of magic, so you're very freaky, so she's raising your freak.
Using fake, but lowering what?
That is the thing. You have everything like that. So yeah, I guess going down the savior, because that's literally the only thing it can lower. More like embracing, like don't try to like save him. Just try to snap out of it, and we'll just knock him out and take him with us, basically.
Okay.
Do you agree or do you reject?
Yep, I agree.
All right. Congratulations. Every single one of your labels are at an extreme position. All
I mean,
right.
it was in the extreme position before, but then somebody threw a monkey wrench to the perfectly balanced thing.
It's only 3, 3, 3, -2 and -2. Oh. All right. And okay. That's what happens when you lock 2 at 3. All right. So what else happens is that she's also like suggesting you to unleash your powers to snap out of this magic thing. Magic
Alright, then.
purification.
Will do.
It's an unleash though. Keep in mind. Okay, you do it. Are you marking a condition or are you just doing it?
I mean, I don't really feel anything bad.
Okay,
I
so
just
like
felt sluggish.
if you mark a condition, you'll definitely snap out of the petrification, and your skin will return to normal. If you don't do it, it's gonna be unstable or temporary. So I get to decide what happens. So it's up to you.
I don't really want a condition.
All right. Okay. So you stop turning to stone, but the part that has already turned to stone remains so. So that's what the temporary
Hopefully,
means. Like
hopefully that isn't actually isn't permanent. I say to Anna.
Uh, Anna. Okay, Anna's like, just knock this guy out, and we can drag him out. Benji, do you know a way out of here? Benji's like, yeah, I know they have a jeep access road that side, but I don't know where the road leads, but I know they have a jeep over there, a carpool, so maybe we can get into a car of sort. RKO. What's an RKO?
Reverse knockout, just to just kind of like snip and just kind of knock him out really badly.
Okay. Do you want to knock this guy out?
Yep.
All right. That is a directly engage.
Seriously, I thought that was a snack. No.
No, it's a directly engage, and if you take the option, take their consciousness, then yeah, I will let you take their consciousness because they have a shadow ball over their head.
I mean, I got a full hit anyway.
Yeah, but you need to pick your options.
Yeah, I'll just take it and knock him out. What options are there to take?
You can take their consciousness. Normally, you can't take that, but since Sadomir is helping you, you will do that.
And also visiting any further blows, I guess.
All right, sure. You tell Shadowmere to let go of the as you wind up a punch. You tell Shadowmere to let go of the shadow spears. The moment she does, you slug him in the face, and he's knocked out.
Get wrecked.
He
Get wrecked.
He kind of flies back and slams to the floor. And Benji's like, remind me never to get on your bad side.
Wow.
Okay, so let's say you pick up that guy and also Alice, and you follow Benji's lead and Shadowmere and Hex as Benji leads you down to the carpool. Like you actually don't see any guards yet until you reach the carpool. At the carpool, there is actually you see 5 henchfolk kind of milling about, guarding the exit door on the other side of the carpool. And there are like carts and jeeps here and stuff. The door is like a it's like a garage door that like opens to the side. The, yeah, that like opens to the side, and it's currently closed. The door controls, you see there's like a sort of like shore, like a short control room next to the door. You assume that's where the door controls are, but inside that room, there you can see from this distance there's some guys. There's two guys on either side. There's two guys. There's one guy on each side of the door, and another two guys kind of like patrolling the cars to see like nobody's trying to sneak out. What do you do? Also, since this is like at this point, as you're running, you realize Alice is slowly starting to wake up since it's been another extra scene. So I will let Alice kind of waking up. The guards hasn't seen you yet because Benji kind of like carefully was approaching. So what do you do now?
How many guards are there?
5 that you can
5.
see.
Oh. I thought there was one, and I'm just gonna go in and just kind of literally just do a headlock and just slam to the floor.
Alice, you have woken up. What do you woke up to find yourself in this hallway leading into this? You wake up to find yourself in like being carried by Reynolds.
Oh, you're waking up. I'll set you down.
I had the craziest dream. Oh crap!
Yep, nightmare.
You actually didn't have any dreams, but yes.
So
Yes.
do I clear 8 condition or do I?
Yeah. When
Yeah, I
you
think it's
wake,
clear condition.
I think when you return from that, you clear a condition, right? I don't remember. I need to.
Yeah, you clear one condition. You mentioned this to Ryan. You mentioned this to Noctis once.
Where does that say? I'm trying to find out where it's.
It was in the full conditions thing. You mentioned this to Noctis once.
Okay.
And you get to choose which one to clear.
Okay. Well, I still can't find it, but yeah, sure. You get to choose remove a condition because it's kind of scary to have you use like have 5 conditions. So yes, please remove one condition of your choice.
Okay, I'll take out hopeless because we seem to be making progress.
Yes. Shadowmere quickly
Can I
gives
try-
you
can
a
I try,
rundown of
can I
what
try
just happened,
comfort?
like a short
I was
rundown.
gonna say, can I try comfort?
How
Can I
are
try
you doing
comforting
that? How are you
Alice
doing that?
right now?
How are you doing that? Tell me how you're doing that, and then we can. Yes, how are you doing that? Just talking isn't enough. What are you saying?
Are you okay? Do you need someone to hug?
That's not comforting. Sorry.
Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna hug her.
You need to say something instead of like a random hug. Come on, Flaps.
Hug and just say, ask her, are you okay?
All right. Is that comfortable enough for you or supportive? I would say yes. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take any help I can get right now.
All right. So roll that mundane.
I probably should have that. I probably should say it. Are you okay? You just passed out of nowhere. I was worried about you.
Well, thanks. It's been a rough day.
Oh yeah, I have to roll it.
Oh my god. On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential clear condition or shift labels if they open up to you. Are you opening up to him? What are you saying?
I'm saying it's been a horrible day, but I'm glad you're okay, and I hopefully this will all work out.
All right. So what do you want to do? Mark potential clear condition or shift labels?
I better unmark another condition. So let's pick off afraid.
Okay. You're no longer afraid. You're among friends, and Shadowmere also seems up. Okay. All right. On a 10+, you can also add a team to the pool or clear a condition yourself. What did you do?
Clearing condition because we have 10 team.
Okay. What did you do? Clearing. You only have one condition.
Yeah, in scare.
Okay. You also get your special bull thing, right?
Oh yeah, right.
So he gets he gets something else too.
When you comfort or support your love or rival, mark potential on a hit. Yeah, so you get a potential. You do have friend, right? I forgot if you
Yep, I have. The only thing I don't have is what was it?
enabler.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have an nibbler.
All right, so yeah, you get another condition. You're only one short of an advancement. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, so Shadowmere quickly catches you up on what has happened, and you see the passed out Medusa guy, Gorgon guy, God guy,
Score
God
guy.
guy.
Score guy.
um, uh, I'm gonna say he also introduced himself, and like just to know it, like just to tell you the name of his dude, because I came up with a really silly name. Yep. 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 That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not going to say anything else. Like everything else has been said. All right. So what do? You're in this like. uh, all right. So you're in this. Like I said, you're in this carpool. Like there's not many cars. There's like about 4 jeeps that you can see. Some big, some small. All of them like the small ones can carry like 4 people, regular 4-seater. The big ones can carry like 10 people. So yeah, that's really. There's also some off-road vehicles. There's those off-road bikes. Those 4 ATVs, all-terrain vehicles. And yeah, but the door is closed, and there are 2 people, one people on either side of the road, 1 people in the door control room next to the door, and 2 people kind of walking about between the cars. You haven't entered the place yet. You're outside the door.
You're outside.
On this side. So what do you do?
Okay.
What's
Quick,
the
and
plan?
I say this to everyone else. Quick plan for me. I go in and I just those 2 people over there. You, the other people can deal with the other 3.
I could, and Benji gives a suggestion. Well, I mean, I could go through the floor in my ghost form, astral form, and activate the control from through the wall, the door control. That'll probably confuse them, because why are the doors randomly opening, and that might distract them, which might help you guys
Might
help reach out, get close to them.
Can I see the controls from here?
No, it's inside, like a small room of sort. There's
And
a door. The
let's
door is
not
open,
burn.
but you can't actually see the controls itself.
Let's not waste a burn on the telepathy thing.
I don't have any burn right now, but I was telekinesis. I can still use even without them.
Yeah, no, you lost the barn at the end of the scene. This is a different scene. Okay, you didn't actually gain barn from that, right? Right.
Yeah, I know, but I don't need it to use telekinesis. It's just I can do more impressive things with flare.
Yeah, totally. So so that's what Benji suggests, and Shadowmere and Hex are considering it. What do you think? What do you suggest, Alice?
Well, apparently I have some sort of mind reading type things. Do you want me to try to put an illusion in their heads that there's something there to scare them?
Are you sure you can handle it? I don't want you passing out again.
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, Shadowmere says, okay, how about this? Benji, you go into the wall, do the thing you said, open the door controls. As the door opens, Alice, can you try to make them think that on the other side of the door is like, I don't know, is Marvel or, someone?
I was thinking a dragon, but yeah, that I guess Marvel could work too.
I think seeing a superhero might scare them more than seeing a monster.
Because Omnicron and all.
All right, we'll try that.
All right. Hex, why don't you take it easy? I don't want you to completely lose your entire arm. Okay, so why don't you just stand back and make sure that the 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 Medusa face doesn't wake up, and we'll take and Reynolds, we're gonna take these guys by surprise. Okay, as soon as they're distracted
Okay.
by the door opening, we'll take them by surprise. All right. Okay, go. So yeah, so Benji goes through. Alice, prepare your thingy. After a little while, you see the doors start to slide to the side, and everyone's like, "Wait, what the hell? What's happening?" And one of them yells, "Hey man, why are you opening the door?" And from inside the door control room, you hear the other guy pop his head out, and he's like, I'm not doing it. It's just doing it on its own. What's happening?" All right, Alice, what are you doing?
I'm going to put in their minds the illusion that Marvel there is there. Beware, evildoers! Surrender now to me.
I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Unleash your powers. Oh my gosh, that is so. No. Wait. Is it unleash or provoke? I'm gonna let you figure this out.
I'm going to say unleash.
All right, sure, totally fine. Oh
No.
my god!
Mark potential.
Beautiful! This is beautiful. Yes, in their mind, you create the illusion of Marvel. It's obviously an illusion because it's very holographic. Also, the position is slightly bit off, and it's actually right next to you. And they see you as they all
Are you
turn to
serious?
look at you. That was the best miss ever this session.
Alice,
So
what the hell? Alice, what the hell?
I'm working the kinks out, okay?
Oh, I actually
Well,
just
well,
realized
It would be nice if I had my
actually
armor right now.
I actually
Well,
just
whatever.
realized. I actually just realized that when I let you selfishly use team, you actually didn't get to do the full move of being selfish and doing like insulting or ignoring your teammates. But I'm gonna let that slide. You have had a rough time back there anyway, and that's on me anyway. That's my newbie GM tribulations showing up. Anyway, all right. So this is an exciting scene. I'm not gonna go back to that, but I'm just saying that I dropped the ball on that. So I'll try to be more careful of those from now on. Anyway, what are you doing?
Well, whatever. I'm good charging.
Okay, charge the nearest guy.
Yep.
Are you
charging
charging the
guy.
nearest guy or who are you charging? There's 5 guys here.
Well, if possible, I'm gonna charge both of them at once.
They're actually in like next to different cards. You can only charge one of them.
Yeah, then the closest one. Or
Okay.
the one hold in the... Yeah, the closest one.
Like all of them are holding like they have like rifles on their slings on their shoulder, but they're not actually holding it in like in their hands or anything. They're kind of still surprised, and they're all like, "Hey, what the?" And they see you charging. That is directly engaging a threat.
Yep.
Get me that danger roll. Do it. It's danger time. Oh my
Yeet.
god, you did it. What are you doing?
So basically, I'm just gonna do... You know the thing where you hit lock the person, and then you just kind of slam on the floor with them? I'm doing
You're
that.
gonna headlock them and slam them on the floor?
Yeah, do like
All right.
that.
Oh, okay. Sure. What option are you taking?
Actually, can I assist him and bring him up to a 10 so he gets several options?
You have that thing, right?
Yep,
Won't let
I
you
do.
down. Yep. Okay. How are you doing that?
I'll hold the bad guy still so he can have his way out with him.
All right. Sure. That's totally fine. So the team goes down by 1, but you get a 10 on that. So you get to pick 2 from this list. Oh my god. What do you do?
Creating an opportunity for my allies and surprise the opposition. Invest, surprise, or fighting the opposition.
All right, sure. You you rush in, kind of slam him, headlock him, and you create an opportunity for your allies. Let's
Yeah,
say
like distract them or
you
shadow
you
me or something.
you kind of grab him and throw him towards one of the guys next to the door.
Yeah, I guess so. That works as
All
well.
right, that definitely scares the guy, not the guy that you just hit, because he's been knocked out. It's a regular human being charged at by a super strong minotaur. They've been knocked out. and But the guy, you threw this guy again, and they're kind of scared. They're really scared, and kind of shoots wildly at you.
Oof. Dodge
uh,
roll.
what is your conditional status? None.
0.
Okay. You're gonna mark angry.
Can I not dodge roll out of the way or something?
This is the you didn't take resist or avoid their blows,
Oh yeah, right.
so
Yep,
no,
angry.
that option isn't allowed yet.
Yep, mark angry.
Yep, you mark angry. On the plus side, you don't roll for take a powerful blow, but you use.
Well, I could have
like-
rolled it, I
like-
guess, but
No. You're not rolling that. You take the hit, and it's those magical rifles. You don't see anything, but you feel like something hitting you. It's not similar to the vibration cannon from Heatquake, though. It's a different thing. It's not a vibration, but it's like something hitting you magically. And these rifles are kind of different, not the ones you saw before. So you do see some a little trail, like a contrail kind of trail. It's like a smoky cloud-like trail, and and just hitting you. So you kind of get angry that he's hitting you. These chumps are hitting you. All right. Shadowpeer grabs one of the guys in a gigantic shadow arm and lops him at the door controls. And at this point, you also see Benji in the other guy next to the door, and Benji just appears through his body and is like, "Hi there," and the guy's like, "Ah, get out of me, get out of me, ah!" And he's like having the an alien moment, an alien hatching moment. Even though it's not it's not bloody, like he's an astral form, but the dude doesn't know that. The dude's like, "Ah, get out of me, get out of me, ah, ah, ah." All right. Reynolds, what do you do? Alice, what do you do?
I just couldn't help but notice my last 3 rolls have been 4, 3, and 3.
All those
Hey,
potentials. All
Wow.
those potentials. Those delicious potentials.
Okay, so how many bad guys do we have left now?
One of them has passed out. Another one is scared and shooting wildly. Another one is flying through the air, being lobbed by Shadowmere. Another one is wildly scared of Benji's ghost form appearing through his body. And there's one inside the door control room. I'm gonna say
All right,
you're smart enough to realize that that guy is probably the most dangerous because he can start closing the door.
Yeah, so why don't we just throw him across the room?
You can't actually see him from where you are. You'll have to run forward and stuff.
Can I find his mind?
Yeah, sure. You can definitely find his mind. How would you without seeing him? detecting his mind, what are you doing?
Well, then why don't we let him decide that now is probably just a good time to run away.
Run away. Okay, so that is definitely a it's a provoke or a directly engage. What do you think? It's up to you. I think I'm gonna let you decide that.
Well, directly engage will be an easier roll for me.
That's up to
I'll
you.
probably
That's up to
still
you.
roll 3.
That's up to you.
No, well, I'll do directly engage.
All right, sure. He is a threat, so you detect his mind and you try to suggest to him that I want to run away. I want to run away. These guys are throwing my friends around. I should run away. Give me that danger roll.
No one is no.
Oh my gosh, you finally did it. The actual mad lass. What do you do? I mean, what do you
Okay,
choose?
so let's see. It'll be resist blows, and I've got to look at what are the other options. How about create opportunity for my friends? Do I get 2 or 3?
Now you get 2. If you choose the last option, impress, surprise, or frighten, you will succeed at what you were trying to do.
Oh, okay.
You
so
will scare him into running away. Yeah.
let's resist blows too. I've got a lot of conditions.
All right. So yeah, you and he's like, okay, screw this. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. This job isn't worth getting apart by thrown apart by superheroes. Ah, and he starts running in a very Scooby-Doo like manner out the door.
So we go after him or something?
Okay, so the other guy, while he's running out in a Scooby-Doo like manner, the guy that was lobbed by Shadowmere hits him on the back, and they both go rolling into the ground, passed out. One of the guys is still shooting, and the other guy is preparing. The other guy you see ducked next to a car out of view, so that's why you missed him the first time, and they're getting out a radio.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly run over to him.
All right, directly engage the threat. Do it.
Darn.
Oh my god. Is someone
Can I assist him?
Yes, that's what I was asking. You're running over to him. Reynolds, what are you trying to do?
I was planning on just kind of smashing the video and just punching in the face.
Okay, punching in the face. Alice, how do you assist?
Again, let's just freeze him up.
Okay. Freeze him up and assist, so that takes out one more team, and you get a 7 on that, so you get to pick one from the directly engaged list. That is a really useful move, I gotta say.
Take something from them.
Okay, what are you taking? The radio?
The radio.
Awesome. You go up to him, you snatch the radio out of his face, and what do you do with the radio?
Literally smash it into his face. Actually, no, I'll keep the radio.
Oh my god! Really? Are you doing that?
Do I really want to do that?
I
Yeah,
mean, you can,
yeah.
sure. Yeah. So
Actually, no.
you
Yeah. Actually,
grab
no.
Okay.
I'm keeping the radio, but I'm smashing it with the other hand.
Okay, you grab the radio with one hand and just like punch him with the other. He hits the jeep next to him, and he drops out cold. There is currently only one guy shooting wildly at you. You see one of the where are you, Alice, currently?
I think I'm still like in the doorway.
All right, okay. Yeah, Reynolds, why don't you take a powerful blow? Because one of the stray shots hit you. See what happens.
In the where?
Take a powerful blow.
I know in the where. I got hit where? Oh, nice.
You apparently describe whether you take the blow and stand or you just dodge it. That's up to you.
Yeah, dodge it, I guess.
All right. Also, you get your next advancement. You can choose it right now or choose it at the end of the scene. That's also possible. Right.
Yeah, at the end of the scene, I know.
So you dodge the blow obviously, and you see the magical contrail kind of strike the car, and it kind of the engine starts smoking. So right now there's only that guy, and at this point you see like shadow comes up from under him. His own shadow comes up, grabs his hand and throws the gun away from him as Shadowmere slowly approaches him, and he's like, you shouldn't have hit my friend. You shouldn't have hit them. Approaches him very threateningly. What do you do? Oh. One second. All right, go. Sorry, there were people in the room. What the hell? Okay. What do you do now? Because Shadowmere is looking very threatening at this guy. She's kind of angry, as you can clearly tell.
I'm just gonna let it slide, I guess.
Okay, before she does anything she might regret,
Should I try to intercede?
you can try to intercede if you want to. That's up to you. Totally.
Well, let's try to suggest to him to surrender.
Okay. Is that like, are you provoking or are you just telling him you should surrender or something? I think you should better like it would work better if you try, like try to tell Shadowmere not to do anything reckless.
Yeah, okay, probably right. Shadowmere, he's unarmed now. Let's just take him prisoner.
All right, so you are provoking. Get me that provoke roll. Oh my gosh, you did it. All right. Okay. They can instead choose one. Uh,
Actually, that should
wait.
be a 6.
Whose microphone is really close to the speaker?
No, sorry.
I screwed up. That should be a 6. I didn't include the -2 from guilty.
Why not?
Because I forgot it wasn't going to automatically be reflect on a superior roll.
Wait, no. Your superior is at 2. Guilty gives you -2, and that's a 3 plus 5.
Yeah, I didn't include the -2 by accident.
But your superior is at 2.
Oh, that's right. So it offset. Sorry.
Yeah, it offset. Like if you have guilty marked, it will automatically include that.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, no, you do get 8. Okay. So yeah, Shadowmere is like, as you like tell her to do that, you actually realize through the the opening that your like you say that Shadowmere is kind of relenting. Suddenly your mind kind of like expands like really weirdly, and you kind of see the entire area from a far distance, like something approaching. Like suddenly your mind is not like viewing through your own senses, but through something else, like in the sky, and it's approaching this. And as you like realize that you are somehow currently viewing through the cameras of um a what of an Aegis dropship that's approaching. Yes. Yes. The yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah. You have no control over, and at over on this side, Alice's body just crumples to the floor again.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm guessing like you're all packing into a jeep and trying to drive off quickly before the guys get back up.
No.
Probably.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have no input.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
waiting for Flux, and Flux wasn't
Yeah, we were
speaking,
talking doing that.
so yeah, we were waiting a long time. Okay, so you all like pack into a car. Medusius was trying to wake up, and yeah, and Hex kind of put a hex on him and made him go back to sleep again. Uh, and she can just do that with yeah, yes, yep, yeah. And yeah, the car doesn't. You don't have the car keys, and Hex is and Hex just says, and Hex just does a little bit of magic, and just the car kind of like the car circuit completes and it starts up, and you're able to drive out.
How does that work? Do you just
Oh.
overload the ignition or something?
Oh no, I just completed the circuit using magic. You can use magic to replace existing forces of nature like electricity. She's not
Is he
driving,
really
she's not driving,
questioning the physics of magic?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? It makes like it's a thing. Like it's
Plasma Ball Head is questioning the physics of magic.
Yes, it makes sense. Yes, that is what it is. Magic is just unexplained science in this scenario, in this setting. So magic does not follow the laws of physics, but magic does have its own internal consistency. So yeah. Anyway, uh, yeah, and Shadowmere is driving because yeah, because why not? And stuff. And as you drive out, it's like very rocky, like it's not really a road. It's like a bunch of rocks and rocky paths. It's like a trail of sort, and there's like it's a very hidden inside a few boulders. But you go beside the boulders, and Alice, you see from your viewpoint through the cameras of the dropship as helicopters in the distance are rising out of the Loggins Institute and flying, eastward. Sorry, westwards, away from you. You're coming from the east.
Okay, so they're getting away, basically.
They are getting away, basically, yes. And at this point you actually see down below that there's this jeep coming out from behind a bunch of rocks, and you realize the dropship is also trying to land next to it, because where the jeep comes out, there's like a little bit of an opening where the dropship can land. And as it goes to land, and your consciousness is kind of stuck here, what do you do?
So in other words, my mind is stuck watching over them.
Yep.
I have no idea what to do because I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah. Are you talking? Are you trying to talk?
Yeah, is there anyone there? I
What-
mean, I
what-
guess I'd be
What do you
saying
say? What do you say?
helicopters are leaving going west from the Loggins Institute. One of the helicarriers is trying to land next to a Jeep trying to get out of the Loggins Institute.
No. The dropship you're in is landing next to the jeep.
Oh.
And you say helicopters are leaving the Loggins Institute, and you hear someone say, "Wait, who said that? Did you say that? No, I didn't say that. Who said that? Hello? Hello? Who's in the system?
I'm the system. I don't know what's been.
Who
I don't
are
know
you?
what's going on.
Who are you? Who are you? How did you get into this secured line? Identify yourself. Now.
I'm Valentine, and they've done some experiments on me.
Wait. Are you? Wait. And at this point, you hear that you see one of the. Well, you don't see. You're still seeing from. You're seeing the scene. So you know how it's winter in here. Well, it's not too cold, but my senile grandmother entered the room, turned on my fan, and left.
Well, you've got a fan club.
Oh my god, that's
Wow.
terrible. That joke is so terrible. Just for that, one of the pilots say, well, you realize these are obviously the pilots talking. And the pilots say there's no incoming transmission. Somehow she is inside inside our ship. I can't really describe it. Where are you talking from? The other guy says aloud to you.
Well, I was with my friends, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm having an out-of-body experience. I have to think it's from the experiments that they did on me in the Loggins Institute, which is the Halcyon, the Harbinger Collective.
You just cut off there for a bit.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what's going on. I think my body's unconscious right now. I don't know, but I think this is all in effect from the experiments that Harbinger Collective.
Okay, so we were given the. Okay, at this point you realize that that the helicopters that are escaping, they're being chased by a gigantic swarm of hornets. And they're kind of hornets are like getting everywhere, and you see it's in a distance, it's like half a kilometer away, and the helicopters are being forced to land because the hornets are like everywhere. And yeah, so and there is also a smaller helicopter like buzzing around. It's like a really small, like a Bell helicopter, only one seater and stuff. Well, that's these helicopters that were rising were kind of bigger. Yeah. The dropship lands next to the jeep, and uh, these are Aegis agents. And you guys in the jeep, you all see the dropship, and you come to a stop, and you come out, and basically, well, we could call this a successful rescue with the cavalry arrived and all that jazz. This is not the dropship where Nigella is, by the way.
Damn it!
This is the first one. You're coming in the second one, which is about 3 minutes or 4 minutes behind. So about 15 or 20 minutes later, agents have taken control of the Loggins Institute. They have discovered the underground facility because there was a friggin' door open, and yeah. And they have arrested a lot of the people, although many of them they suspect were actually innocent researchers who had no idea that this institute was a front for an evil organization. Or so they claim. Like, they're not sure, but they think some of them might be, telling the truth that they really didn't know. Jerry and Ashburn weren't captured. They were nowhere to be seen. Both the helicopters that left were forced to land, and inside them were the buff guy. Inside them were Frosty. But yeah, and inside the facility, they also find the unconscious forms of H Rex and Hydrosaurus Rex and Croctor. But Marion Ashburn and Jerry D. Morgan are nowhere to be found. Neither to be found are what's his face? Fiona Legrassi and Tyson Blackthorn.
Yeah, I take it the Dr. Anderson, who was the first person we encountered, is probably innocent.
You are still
out of body.
Yeah. Yeah. You seeing your own body, it is extremely freaky. And you have like told everyone, and everyone is like scratching their head. What the hell? Even Hex is confused. And Hex is actually getting treatment. And even while she's getting treatment, you realize that she's confused. She has no idea what's going on.
Can you try touching your body just like Benji did?
Well, I
Try
will say
not-
like some of the agents try to like at that some of the agents grab Alice's body and make it touch the drop ship. You don't actually feel it because drop ships don't have pressure sensors, so you don't actually feel it at all. But it doesn't work.
I meant Alice literally touching herself, touching it, not physically in her body touching it.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry.
The I think Alice has the microphone too close to the speaker.
No, I don't think that's me.
All right, then I have no idea. Anyway, whatever. It's not happening all the time, so it's good. Anyway, Nigella, you're also here.
As soon as the helicopter land, I'm gonna hug Minotaurus Alice. What? And then go find Aunt Anna and actually
You see,
try.
Cyber Sylph and Giga Hornet has also landed. They're they're talking with Hex because Hex is getting her arm bandaged and looked at by paramedics, to see like if her arm is really bad. Obviously, this is magical damage, but they're seeing like what exactly is needed to be done for her to repair. Yeah. All right. Okay, so what do you three talk about? Like, talk to it yourself. You currently still have a crisis of sort. Cyber Sylph is talking with Benji because Benji is Cyber Sylph's friend, and they're kind of talking to each other. You do see Cyber Sylph kind of immediately upon landing, like she just races over to Benji and gives him a like really disproportionate hug because she's tiny and he's like normal size.
hug the cheek.
Like
Can
kind of hug his head, which is really bizarre.
Can I intervene and try touching Silver Sleep because she's tiny?
I'll just stop Nigella just right there. Let them have their normal.
I just wanna touch. She's a freaking fairy.
No.
Damn it! And then I'll go talk to. I'll say, "Hi, Dino."
And Dino is currently like with a lot of like the arrested people and like slowly guiding them into the dropship. So Dino's like, Hey kiddo, we'll talk later, okay? I'm kind of busy right now.
Yes, and then I'll run to Shadowmere and give her a hug.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
I'll hug
Alice, what are you doing?
King Hex too if I can.
Wait,
Alice?
Did Alice got into a body again?
No, Alice is still the
Yeah, in other words, I'm seeing things from the outside, right? But when I was talking to the pilots, it seemed to be coming to them through their
intercom.
radio intercoms.
Yep. That's how you're. Who is having the microphone close to the speaker though?
Not me.
All right. Okay. All right. So yes, that's how you're all talking right now. They gave you a intercom, so talk to your friend. Maybe try to figure out how to get her out. Like Agent Laura Martinez is here, who give you the thingy. This person who's kind of in charge here. Try to get her out of the dropship. We can't have her. That's not good.
So you're inside the telecom of the dropship.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, my view though is outside of even that.
Yeah, it's the dropship's cameras. You realize that now.
Oh, okay. I'm a ghost in the machine.
You are literally a
Oh.
ghost in the machine. Yes.
God damn it.
Your
And
body
my-
is
and my-
body is basically the dropship right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Perhaps
Can
I
you
showed
try,
some weird ability.
can you try to get 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 I don't know, like Shadowmere just tries to say something and like, okay, I have no idea. You have new powers, right? Maybe like how are you using your powers?
How am I using my powers?
Yeah, do you how basically? She's also at a loss for words, but she's trying to help.
No, I appreciate. I don't know exactly how I'm using my powers. A lot of times, I'm just kind of thinking it and it's happening.
Oh, then why not think you're back in the body? You're back in your own body,
Okay, I'll try.
which is an unleash. Yes, you do identify as an attacker helicopter. It's more like an attack dropship, but yes, attack VTOL. The references. I'm sorry. God, it was too good not to do. All right. Um, if you mark a condition, are you marking a condition?
Sure. I'll mark afraid because I don't want to be a dropship forever.
You know what? I'm gonna say you don't have to mark a condition, but it's also not going to be unstable or temporary. But I'm going to take your powers and do something that'll scare you.
Like you already haven't.
Yes, no, I'm going to really scare you. So, you suddenly find yourself back inside your body, and immediately you leap into the views of another person. And this time, as you realize that you're actually still in your body, because you're kind of seeing double vision. You're seeing your own view through your own eyes and another person's view through their eyes. And this person is Shadowmere. It's like kind of like that. It's like kind of like body surfing, quantum leap kind of thing, but you're seeing both visions. And as
Is it
you're
kind of like
and
is it kind of
entering,
like Miss Is it kind of like Miss Potato with her two eyes in places
who's Miss
in Toy
Potato?
Story 3? Mrs. Potato in Toy Story. She lost her eye once and she's kind of having double vision.
Um, kind of, yeah. Like it's not that one eye seeing a different thing. Both her eyes are seeing both images simultaneously. So it's like
Yeah,
a
like that, just like that,
juxtaposition
yeah.
of two views, which is incredibly disorienting and also psychically painful. to both you and the person your mind you're in. And you kind of
Ah.
start doing that to a lot of people. You do that to Reynolds. You do that to Nigella. You do that
Oh,
to
no.
Benji, Cybersylph, Dynamite, Laura Martinez. Also, some of the captured convicts, some of the pilots, Giga Hornet, and you just kind of leap through everyone's
Jumping
mind
around.
and kind of have an epileptic seizure and pass out.
Dude, you're glitching.
Ow.
Sorry. Zonk.
He's
Yeah.
basically sorry, and everyone's like ow. Everyone's getting like migraine, except you get all the migraines, and you just have an epileptic seizure and pass out.
Not again. God damn it.
The good news is I'll be well rested by next adventure.
All right, so yeah, that happened. Yeah, you pass out. The agents carry you. One of the dropships stay here to properly commandeer the Logins Institute now that it has been revealed to be a front. The other carry most of the captured people and you guys back towards the Aegis base. Um, okay, so everyone is together. Well, your little team is together. Like Hex is there, Cyber Sylph is there, Benji is there. Giga Hornet is also there, like meeting all of you. He's like, and he realizes, and I guess Nigella introduces properly. Hi, I was the bard on your windscreen, and he's like, oh, well, nice to meet you properly, and like that. So if you want to talk about stuff, like, this is your chance, I guess. You can ask, like, Hex is kind of like working like a kind of magic on her arm. It's still looking like burnt toast, by the way, but it no
Ow.
longer smells like that.
Tuna. Okay.
So what do you do? Like, currently only two of you are awake. Unfortunately, Alice has passed out again. But you can try to wake
Actually-
Alice, and she'll probably wake up. Yes, she will wake up if you wake her.
Yeah, I'll try to wake up Alice.
Okay, Alice,
well,
you
you're
wake up.
waking up.
Just kind of slap her awake.
Wow.
Alice, wake up. Wake up.
You do realize I'm like a normal person, and that really hurts when you slap.
Not slap like I can truly slap me with my full strength. Just slap like a normal. Like I'm Hulk.
Wake up.
Hulk in the thing.
Slap.
Just like accommodate for a human body, I guess.
Yeah, you have control over your strength because that's your strength. You don't have you have control over it because you're like that's how you were created, to have control over your strength. So yes, you can slap with a human force if you want to. But yes.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Alice wakes up. What do you talk about?
Oh, that was
That
easy. That was so easy. How was that so easy?
Where is G?
Where is who?
Prodigy.
Oh, okay. Who are you asking?
And all of the people who's around us, and I'm
Hex,
asking where the
Hex-
hell is Prodigy and Marvel?
Hex says, well, after you flew towards Aegis, and Prodigy flew towards Logins, and he was ahead of me, so I have no idea where he went. By the time I went there, he wasn't there, so I have no idea where he went.
Okay, I don't have my phone. Alice, do you have your devices?
Does anyone have a battery I can put in my phone? We can try to figure this out, and Actually, Shadowmere, do you still have one of the communicators? Because mine's gone. I don't know if anyone else still has theirs.
No, that stupid little midget took it out of my ears.
Okay. Does anyone have a battery I can put in my phone?
So you ask around, and one of the Aegis agents, one of the, it's Arbalist. Arbalist overhears, and Arbalist is like, can I take a look at that? And you give her the phone, right? Or
Yeah.
right? It's like, yeah, I think, yeah. Go down that way. There's a tech room. Just show it to the guy, and they'll give you a standard battery. We have spare batteries for this model.
Okay. And now, are we back at Aegis, or are we
No,
still at?
Yeah,
the
you're still
Logins
flying
Institute?
through. You're still flying through the air towards Aegis. You'll reach in like a few minutes.
Okay.
No, so
all right.
are all the what was it, the all the superheroes in just one dropship?
Wait, what?
All the superheroes are just in one dropship.
No. Some of
guess,
them
no?
are back at the Logins Institute. Like Dynamite is back there, and yes, like Laura Martinez is back there. Like they're commandeering the Logins Institute, so like to recover the data and to find out more about Harbinger Collective, because this is like the first time they have had a good success against them, like since Shadowmere blowing up their facility a few months ago, last year.
How did she take on them alone and manage to get success? But
You can ask her.
You can ask her.
She's right there.
So Anna,
Yeah.
how did you manage to blow it up? Blow up the facility first time with very big success,
Well,
but
last
got
time
wrecked, you know?
I knew what I was getting into, and it wasn't a front for anything. So I could take my time. I could prepare escape routes. I could prepare plan for entry, and kind of went in shock and awe, and succeeded.
Basically,
And there weren't that many soldiers back then.
There weren't there weren't that many. No, at that time their magical. They didn't have. They had soldiers, but like right now they had far too many magically infused soldiers, like that midget guy, or that ice fellow, or stupid Ashburn.
I still don't know who that frosty guy was.
No, I have no idea. Ashburn is the director, the legal director of the Logins Institute, but I had no idea she was secretly a member of Harbinger Collective. I also didn't have any idea that she had friggin' psychic persuasion powers. Weird.
oh my god, how many people have she persuaded since she's the director of Luggins Institute?
I mean, you can guess what director entails.
Well, and I have to wonder. I mean, Ryan is, or Reynolds is worried about the fact that he volunteered for the thing. Did he actually volunteer for the process?
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't get that when I was flashbacking in.
At this
I was
point,
in?
like you realize that like Alice remembers that Shadowmere, after like was when he was taken back at the park, the Peter Park. That Shadowmere was very loudly like saying that she should have told you, she shouldn't have hidden stuff from you and stuff like that. So you can ask her on that if you want to.
Okay, first of all,
You don't know.
what's
You don't know. Reynolds, you do not know this.
what is the biggest thing you can give me right now? I want to take it up front right now.
I'm sorry. Are you rolling a move? Are you piercing someone's mask? I don't
No,
know.
I'm just asking which, I mean, the biggest like hardest thing to get hit by and just emotionally, and just want to take it right now.
I don't understand what you're
Like
asking.
something like the worst thing I can get. Blah. How to,
Trauma.
huh?
Do you
Yeah, the
want to
most
trigger
traumatic
your
things you can
trauma?
say. Yeah.
I, do you want to mark a condition? I don't understand what you're asking me.
I want her to kind of tell me what the most traumatic thing is right now. To say to me as like I was being captured and turned into this minotaur.
Okay, okay. Who are you asking what?
Anna, obviously.
Okay, what are
Shadowmere.
you asking her?
I don't know. The I guess most important thing.
If you don't know what you're asking, then you can't ask it. You have to know what you're asking in order to ask it.
You just said to tell me to ask it. That I don't know what to ask.
I never, I never told you to ask her something. What? I didn't
You,
say
never
that.
mind. Never mind.
I think what he means is the conversation that I guess I got from Anna's memories, that she didn't want to alter Reynolds' memories, and she feels guilty about that. And then we could talk about it. If there are things that conjure up bad memories, I really think that's a bad idea to bring up in the middle of the air in a helicarrier when Reynolds has a tendency to release balls of plasma that destroy everything.
Well, I mean, I would say you're the only one who really remembers, because I imagine Nigella is focused with other things. So if you want to ask Shadowmere that by taking her to, like, like whispering to her, or, taking her, a little bit away from the rest of them, that's like, you can do that.
I'm just gonna talk to her in private, I guess.
Talk to who?
Talk to her in private.
Okay, so you tell Anna to talk, and you take her a little bit away from the rest. Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Well, first of all, my past. Well, some of the things you omitted from telling me.
I'm sorry, how are you finding out what she talked about in the park when you were absent? Why
Wait,
are
what?
you metagaming?
What? Sorry, what? In the park?
You are metagaming right now.
Okay, I don't know what to
Alice
ask right
is
now.
the only one who remembers when Shadowmere was saying these things at the park, in
Oh,
between
okay.
sobs. You don't know this because you were already captured. Why are you metagaming here?
I didn't know I was metagaming.
He thought, he thought he had heard that part of the conversation.
You weren't even, you never saw, like, none of them were present in the park when you were there at the park. How would you hear a conversation from another person who weren't at the park when you were at the park?
I thought it was me. It was about me conversation. I did.
Okay, let's just
Okay,
It was a
let's just
misunderstanding.
skip this entire thing. You're all at ages. You're
Well,
all
the one
at,
thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to see if I can find Ryan's communicator. See if I can figure out what happened.
okay. You have no communicator on you. You did get your
You
phone
did
back.
get your phone.
So through my phone and with my glasses back up and running, I could work that as a computer and use it to try to analyze where the signal is, where it went, that type of thing.
Okay, you see, his communicator was, after, like, the last moment it talked to you, it went a little bit towards the Loggins Institute, then the signal just vanishes if you backtrace the signal.
Okay. Let's mark that position where it vanished.
All right.
And is there any chance that Aegis can send something out there to scout there?
Who are you telling?
I'll relay that to Shadowmere. She seems to be the best go-between for me at the moment.
How are you relaying that? Are you talking out loud, or?
Is she close enough to relay that to, or?
Yeah, like, you just got your battery. You're walking back from the tech room to this main area where everyone else is.
Yeah. So I'll walk over to her and
Mhm.
tell her, look, his communicator goes to here, then it disappears. Is there a way that we can have a drop ship check that out, maybe, to try to see if we can figure out what happened?
All right. Hey, agent. 1 second. Let me actually look Arbalist's actual name. Arbalist has a name. Well, actually, Shadowmere probably wouldn't know that. Shadowmere says, "Hey, Agent Arbalist," and she's like, it's okay. Never mind. Yes. Well, um, Prodigy was last seen. Well, Prodigy was last intercepted by his communicator GPS. Why don't you tell her what happened, Alice?
And I'll relay
Mhm.
that information.
All right, I'll tell some of our agents. I'll tell one of our agents back there to send a scouting party to check what happened. Check
And
if
then I
there's
guess
any.
meanwhile I can try to call his dad. I've got his dad's number.
um, you can try to call him, but at this point the dropship starts landing. So, um, like Arbalist actually tells you, why don't you get yourself sorted out first, and then you can tell him. Meanwhile, we might
And
our men might find some information.
okay, and then
As the
I
dropship lands
who's that?
in the hangar, you see your mother running up.
Yeah, that was kind of
Nigella, you recognize this woman as the person you met at the reception desk earlier.
Oh, uh, I didn't see. Well, wasn't paying attention, and
You
well,
realize
I'm
it's
sorry.
her. Yeah, you realize it's her, and she
Yeah.
kind of runs up, and as everyone is disembarking from the ship, and she kind of gets to you and just like grabs you in a hug. What happened? What I like you're Valent? What? She can't really
um
speak. Like she can't. She's kind of, yeah, overwhelmed beyond words. Words escape her.
Ye- and I have a feeling I probably am too.
Yeah. So let's do a little like a scene transition. So it's half an hour later. You're all out of the. You're all coming out of the infirmary. So you're kind of waiting in like a room of sort, like the similar to the room you were earlier in, not the barren room, but the room with chairs and stuff where you were waiting while Minotaurus was getting his head checked in by Scion. Yeah, and you're all waiting there, the three of you and your mother, and maybe whoever else you want there with you, if you
Yeah,
want
I'd
someone else.
say. Actually, say. Where? Excuse me. Where is the other alien?
Who are you asking?
Uh, maybe the one in charge of the.
Oh, it appears Arbalist is currently overseeing this situation.
Yeah, I'll ask him. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yes. Can you?
Yes. I've been told by the director that you need to go meet with Supervisor Collins as soon as you're back. So please do that.
Uh, okay.
Is
Can
this
I?
way?
You know, say goodbye to my friends and then go back. Just I'll give them each a hug and say, "Well, looks like my they know I'm an alien," and then go back.
Wait, what? This is spoken by Ashley, Alice's mother. You're a what?
Oh, yeah, you're in the room. I forgot. Well, your ages, so it's fine. Hi.
And our arbalist like says like, I'll explain everything, Mrs. Duncan. Just yeah.
I'm sorry. And then I say to Mistress Hex, actually,
Mistresses, mistresses has like mistresses. As soon as you landed, mistresses like told you all that she's going back to her own place to quickly try
oh,
to get some magic to heal her hand because it's going to take a
okay.
while. She might not need to amputate her arm, but it's going to hurt real like it. But she needs to like quickly heal that, so she took off like almost immediately after you landed.
Yeah, I'd say we gotta need to find a gift for Mistress Hex. Then as a thank you, and then I'll go to Mr. Collins.
All right. So uh, Reynold and Alice, you're in this waiting room with Alice's mother, Ashley. Reynold, do you want someone else here with you? Maybe Shadowmere? It's up to you. She's still around.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll just stay with Alice.
I
All right.
forgot something. I'd
Go-
say, I think they detained Jake too. Bye.
Reynold, what do you do at hearing this? She's kind of.
I'm sorry, but I didn't get that. Sorry.
She said,
I said,
yeah, go on.
I said, I screamed to the group before I left the room. I said, I think they detained Jake, Mr. Park too, because of harboring an alien. And then poof.
Wait, what? We'll just follow after her.
And you leave the room to see she's nowhere inside. She probably hoofed it, probably turned into something and ran away.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just
I-
gonna ask the nearest agent if they know about the
Which
Jake
is
or
a
something.
Arbalist. She's still here. She's
Yeah,
like,
I'm
"That-
asking Ablis about Jake.
yes, Mr. Park was picked up by our agents a little while ago, as well as your friend's spaceship. We're currently looking for the other alien spaceship, but we're not having much luck. We'll have to wait until he wakes up.
Can
You,
I go see him?
yeah, sure. He's over there. He's that way. Like she gives you the directions to go to somewhere.
Well, I'll see you later, I guess, Alice.
Alice, you're left alone with your mother. Okay.
I'll look at her and then I'll be like, "Oh my god, I just, mom, oh my god, I just remembered something. I have to make a phone call.
She
and then
she puts
I'll-
both her arms on your shoulder, Alice. From the beginning, what's going on?
Mom, I just remembered. I know what the killer of Dad and Alex looks like.
Wait,
I need to call. They electrocuted me and it brought back
They
the memory,
what?
and I need to call Detective Torres. I need to call Detective Torres.
Okay. Okay. Just call her. Put it on speakerphone. We'll both talk to her. Then we'll go over there if it's that important. But we're going to have to talk about this.
No, I'm not trying to get away from this, but I need to call her. So
All right.
I will
call her.
call up Detective Torres.
Okay. The phone rings for around. It actually rings for about half a minute before she picks it up. Who is it?
Detective Torres. This is Alice. This is Alice Tynott.
This is not really a bad. This is not really a good time. Can you call me back later? I'm down at the docks. I'm engaging dicers. Can we talk later?
Okay. I'm with my mom. Yeah. I know what the killer looks like.
Watch out! And you hear gunshots in the background. I'm really sorry, Alice. I'll talk later. Bye. And just cuts off the phone.
Okay.
Did she say she was fighting dicers? Your mother asks.
Yeah. Yeah. She said she was fighting dicers.
Oh,
Should
maybe. Oh, maybe we should let the higher ups know. Then maybe Aegis can send some agents.
should should I go?
And do what? I heard both your you had two Valentine armors, and both of them got destroyed.
Yeah. And then they captured me and electrocuted me, and
I don't think you're in any shape to be going anywhere. And she's actually trying to shift your labels. So she's what? She is
probably danger down and mundane up, maybe.
um uh, yeah, I would say yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So she do you accept danger down, mundane up?
You know what, I'm pretty frazzled. I'm in no condition to fight.
All right, danger down, mundane up. Whee! All right. Okay. Um. So why don't you wait here? No. Why don't you come with me and we'll go tell some of the agents in charge, and maybe they can send a team to help. What's going on? So she tells you to follow her. Do you follow her?
Yeah. Let's make sure we get Detective Torres safe.
Okay. So you actually
There's so
also
much going on.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm following her, and there's so much going on in her head. She's
Yeah.
trying to figure out what to do with Ryan, what to do with her power situation.
Yep.
She's probably got to get word back to the Stellar Labs that she's indisposed right now.
Totally. Okay, so your mother goes up to one of the agents. You haven't seen this agent before, and tells him that this is the situation. And the agent says, "Yeah, we have news reports. We've had reports. It's actually on the news right now." And he points to a screen, and you can see that on the screen it's the view from a news chopper showing a battle unfolding at the docks, the pitcher docks to be specific, of a a bunch of dicer people led by some dudes who's kind of erupting flame and lava from the ground, and and on the other side you see like police, and you also see zipping around like a tiny lightning bolt is Volter, like and around helping everyone. So it's like kind of a very like frantic scene. And we've just dispatched some, and the agent says we've just dispatched a group over there. Hopefully they'll be arriving shortly, and we can settle this matter down.
Okay. Yeah. Do they need me help?
I'm sorry, who are you? He asks.
I'm never mind.
So he probably doesn't know who you are, probably yet.
He's the one person who doesn't.
He doesn't like. He probably doesn't know your face immediately. Yeah. So it's like, okay, come on, and Ashley kind of like directs you back to the waiting room. We'll go to Reynold. Reynold, you have arrived to where Jake is. Jake is in a room, also in a similar waiting room, but he's actually giving he's actually giving an account of what happened to this other agent who's recording it in a phone. When you enter, Ray, they found you. Anna rescued you. Sucks.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's sort of. I guess we escaped together. I guess she got captured. We kind of had to kind of fend for ourselves. I guess.
Oh well, I've been in here. They found out that Nigel is and you know not from here, and
I
the
heard.
agent next to him says, "Sir, please ju- just don't beat around the bush. We all know she's a space alien from another planet. So just yeah, like." And Jake is like, "Okay, I understand. It's just that I've been sheltering her for all this time. It's kind of I've been yeah, you know how it is." Anyway, he gets up and he comes to you and gives you a quick hug. So I'm so glad that you weren't hurt too much. I was so afraid when Anna said that you were also being captured.
Well, same for you, I guess. How are you holding up here?
Well, they just came over to my house and dug up the spaceship and told me to come with them or they'll arrest me. So I'm here now, I guess.
And I say to the guard, I guess. How much is any? How much has he given the explanation? How much of an explanation has he given about Nigella and the other friend?
Uh, Without knowing the full story, how can I tell? How can I give an estimation of how much he has given exactly? We're still
Fair enough.
going through the. We're still debriefing, so if you mind waiting outside, we'll just be
I mean,
done.
I can help. I guess I can help with the debriefing as well, since I lived with her and
Okay.
she.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Good idea. Why don't you take a seat and why don't as soon as like Mr. Park finishes, you can we can have a debrief from you as well.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to Nigella. You have
Yes.
gone to meet Mr.
Balance.
Collins, Alexei Collins, this man, again, Broface.
Okay.
You find him, he's currently talking on the phone with someone. He sees you
Mm.
approaching and he quickly, ends the call and says, yes.
Uh, they said to find you because you're gonna talk to me.
Yes, director has told me to collect you as soon as you arrive back because you're still under observation.
Oh, okay.
Your friend has woken up, by the way, so if you want to see him,
And I thank you. Where is he exactly?
yes, just follow me. So he takes you to a
Right.
special infirmary that is a small room. It's on the other side of it's away from the other infirmary. And in that room, you see Rannon on a bed. He's kind of up. There's some people next to him, kind of taking taking and readings, biological readings, and getting freaked out the more they do it.
Mm-hmm.
And Rannon is like, "Oh, there you are, Miss. What's your face again? What's your full name again?
Nigella
There is
something.
there are you, Miss Damaskena.
Uh, doing Ren.
Well, these nice people have patched me up. Turns out I may be having an adverse reaction to this planet's magic. How are you capable? How are you fine then? You seem to be fine in the rain. And it felt like I was being drowned.
Yeah, I actually managed to uh,
All
alter
right,
myself.
you've told him that. You've told him that. Okay, that's on me. I actually forgot. So he's actually gonna say, whatever you did must have been really powerful because that was extremely terrifying. I thought I was going to die if your
Oh,
friend
yeah.
hadn't carried me over here. At this point,
This
Alexei says, "Okay, Mr. Rannon, what's your name again?" And he just says, what's his name? I'm actually gonna check his name because I forgot his name.
me too. Where's
I mean, what is your name, man? Man, Ranunculus Trichophil. And Alexei is like, um, okay, yes, I'm not Mr. Phil. Phil, let's just go with Phil, okay? Phil, tell us where your spaceship is so we can bring it in. It's better. It's better that it stays at our facility than in the public where anyone can stumble upon it. And he's like, yeah, I understand. Okay, it's um well, I can take you there. I don't know the map, so I don't know if I can. That then Collins quickly gets out his phone and shows him a map of Google Maps of the house, Jake Park's house, and say, just this is where Miss Damaskina's ship was. Just tell us the direction compared to this, and we'll have agents pick it up. Like, oh, okay, all right. And he takes a while to says the location, and is like, okay, you two may speak while the doctors run more tests. I'll have our agents go pick up your ship. So,
oh uh oh I'm not really planning to tell them I'm an alien in this day, but it's fine, Ren. Anyways, I think they're
like the doctors all know that you're an alien. Like the entire agents
yes.
knows that you're an alien right now.
Yes, I'm just telling Ray that he doesn't have to worry that the
Yes,
we're aliens.
yeah, they like the doctors here told me that like everyone in this facility already knows, and I'm kind of detained here for the moment. Are you also detained?
Uh, yes, I am.
Okay, maybe we should just leave this planet. Don't you think? I mean, it's probably for the best that humanity doesn't like. I think we're being more trouble than we're supposed to fix.
I think
So
that's too late
he's
for that.
actually trying to shift your labels. Uh, he's shifting up danger and lowering mundane.
I'll actually take it
Okay. Oh, jeez.
because I'm feeling, out of place right now. Actually worried about my mother's uh reaction when she find out what I did.
Oh my gosh. Yes. All right. So let's actually go back to um, Alice. Alice, you're with Ashley in the waiting room. What do you do? She tells you to start from the beginning of how you became a superhero and not to hide anything.
And I don't. I'll tell her. I'll tell her the entire situation that
Wait, you're
it
telling
was
me
Alex's wish.
that Alex wanted to be a superhero.
Yeah, and he wanted me to make him a suit. And
Why would he suddenly want to be a superhero though? And at this point, you realize that Alex wanted to be a superhero because he knew Ryan had powers.
one of
Ryan was the
he had
inspiration for Alex, and Alex was the inspiration for you. So yeah,
yeah, and he one of his friends had powers, so
do I know
he
this
wanted
friend?
to. Please don't ask me that because that's not my secret to give out.
Okay. Are they active superheroes? That means.
Well, and I don't even really have an answer to that, and my voice will start to quiver at that point. I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're okay or not.
Is it Ryan?
Mom, please don't ask.
Okay. Um, have his parents been informed then that he's missing? I've heard he's missing.
We started to try to call them, and we were getting put down, so I haven't gotten to contact them yet.
Okay.
Um,
We'll go there together later. But why don't you continue? And I'm just very hurt, Alice, that you didn't think to, you didn't trust us enough to tell us why.
well, with how dangerous and how horrible things happen with Dad and Alex, I didn't want you to worry about me.
But sweetie, I'm your mother. I'm supposed to worry about you, and I find out you've secretly been putting your life at danger. I'm proud of you for helping people, but still. And she is shifting your labels. She is proud of you, so she is raising your superior, but she is
That one's locked, actually.
oh, sorry, savior. I wanted to say savior. It just came out superior. No, she wants to raise your superior, lower your mundane.
I'll go with the flow.
All right. Yay. Okay. All right. So yeah, and she says that, but wait. Okay. So these Harbinger Collective guys experimented on you, and now you have actual superpowers. But some of the people are saying that you don't have really control on them, and you were hopping mind some. I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe we can get Scion to talk to me, because that might be the easiest way to try to figure out what's going on to help me get some handle as to what's going on.
Yeah, I agree. Scion is right now talking to those kids that you rescued, that Benji and that Medusa guy, the snakehead person, trying to figure out like if they need any sort of help. So we'll talk to him. Uh, I You do realize that I'm not going to be willing to keep this a secret from John, right?
And absolutely, I understand completely. In fact, I'm a little surprised he's not here, and I was willing to tell him as well.
Oh no, he's here. He's actually outside standing guard.
Well, when I say here, I mean actually in
Yes,
this
no,
room.
yeah, he knows, but he's letting me talk to you right now. We'll go talk to him later because he thinks he's intruding. I told him he wouldn't be, but he feels like this is something that I need to talk to you first. I think he still feels that you don't trust him enough, unfortunately.
I can't say I didn't feel that way in the beginning, but he's been wonderful, understanding, and caring, and he doesn't replace Dad, but he's been helpful.
All right. I wanted to do something, but then I completely forgot what I wanted to do. Damn it, me! Okay, yes, I remember. As this has happened, I think we're gonna figure out what moves you're losing, because I'm definitely thinking you're losing the mask. I'll save you, and I am what you see. But Mild manner is probably staying because it is part of your, like, you do have a civilian identity. You do have a, like, everyone in Aegis knows who you are and your powers, but not the general public. So
And everyone in Harbinger Collective, we have to assume,
yes,
knows
and
who I am and
and
what my powers.
yes, like considering their, considering the Logins Institute director knows that, and she escaped, you can pretty much guess the remnants of Harbinger Collectives know your powers and your capabilities. So, alright, so I am what you see has been lost, and the mask has been lost, and I'll save you has been lost. Alright?
Okay.
So you have remaining mild mannered. The four barns, straight up creeping won't let you down. So you still have the awesome won't let you down move, which is really awesome. Let's be honest. And yeah, uh, what else? Okay. Uh, let's say we can call off the session here. Next session we're gonna pick up at what happens down at the dock firefight and see if you guys are needed there, or does it, handle itself without your help. It probably will, but we'll see what we'll see. So we're gonna do the end of session moves, unless like you all have something to say. We'll just leave the scene with, I guess, um Jake and Renault giving debriefing about their experiences with Nigella in their as a housemate. Uh, Rhiannon and Nigella talking to each other about whether you can try, like, what they should do, and we'll decide what you come up with next session. And Ashley and Alice kind of coming to terms that Alice now has actual superpowers, and Alice isn't asking the one question she is very afraid of asking you, that whether you want to continue being a superhero. But she's not going to ask that yet because she's not capable of, she doesn't think she can handle the answer right now. She'll probably ask you
Yep.
later. She doesn't want to hear you say yes, but she knows you're going to say yes, and she's going to be disappointed if you say no, but she's also going to be terrified if you say yes. So she can't ask the questions she's not ready to hear the answer to. Don't ask questions you're not ready to hear the answer for. That's what she's doing.
And she might be figuring she's trying to build her case first, and she might even try to get my stepdad in on it
Yeah,
before
yeah. She
being
also like
confronted.
that's why she's kind of want to get John in the loop, and like, make him feel like that like he thinks that you don't trust him even though you do, so he thinks he's feeling out of the family. So yeah.
No, I think our trust was connected and completed when he put cake icing on my nose.
Yes, but like the fact that he now knows that you've been hiding this entire secret from both, your mother, like your real mother and him, so he thinks that maybe he's the reason you didn't feel comfortable enough revealing it, which is not the case. But like you wanted to protect them, which is a different thing. But he thinks that he's the reason. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. So end of session move times. Unless anybody wants to do something.
No, there's so many loose ends blowing in the wind right now.
I know. But one loose end has been pretty much like almost tied up. Like there's less less questions than answers. So like the Harbinger Collective, side story, side quest, not side quest. Harbinger Collective part of the arc is actually tied up.
Requests. Yes.
Yeah. It's not a side quest. It's like a side main quest. One of the main quests have been tied up. Sure, like some of their leaders escaped because come on, it's superhero fiction. The leaders are obviously going to escape. But yes, many of the guys have been captured. A lot of the guys have been captured, and their this big facility has been shut down and taken over by Aegis, and it's great and it's awesome and yeah. So all right, so end of session time. Let's go in order. Reynold.
I guess that get get another potential.
No. Grow closer to the team,
Oh
into
yeah,
your
grow
own
closer
image
to
of
me. Yeah,
yourself, or away from the team. Okay, grow closer to the
grow
team.
closer.
Who made you feel welcome? Explain.
Alice,
Explain.
because I guess because we were in this together, in this whole mess together.
All right, that's fair. That's sure. That's you were fighting alongside, and she passed out, and you had to carry her a bunch of times. Okay, so give influence to that character. Alice, you already have influence over Reynolds, so you get to shift his labels. Woo!
It's probably going to be hard to try to figure out how to shift his labels.
Or not, because his danger and mundane are locked. Freak can only go down, savior can only go up, superior can only go up.
Let's send Savior up because he helped save me, and I guess we got to lower his freak to do that.
Yep. So he's more of a hero than he's a weirdo. Yay! All right. Clear a condition or mark potential.
Mark potential.
All right. You do get you already have a potential unlocked, so you can figure that out now or later. That's up to you.
I mean, just go along with. I can think of it right now.
Okay, sure. You can come up with it. You can take from the top side. You can take from the bottom side. That's also fine because you have like 5 from the top, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Uh, yeah. All right, that happens. Moving on to Nigella. Grow closer to the team. Own image of yourself away from the team.
Hmm. Uh, Go image of myself.
All right. Explain how you see yourself and why.
Uh, that was a really stupid mistake. I don't know what to do.
What was a
Third,
stupid mistake?
bringing Ren to in the middle of the desert, right next to a power line, magic power line.
I Wait. What?
Uh, didn't he collapse in the
He collapsed in
desert?
the park when it started raining.
Oh, okay. And well, it's still stupid because I forgot that about the whole magic thing.
All right. So you see yourself as
Uh,
someone who's not really handling
taking
everything. Uh,
Yes, I'm not really taking responsibility,
okay.
especially right now.
All right. All right. So okay. Shift one label up, another down.
Ship one labor up would be down superior because that was stupid.
Okay, down superior. And what are you raising?
And I up savior because I did what I can to bring out the cavalry.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Even though it was Cyber Self who did the convincing, you did speak for yourself. So yeah.
Yes.
All right, sure. Let's actually delete that thing because that's unnecessary anymore.
Actually, I thought of running away again because it's Nigella, but
Okay,
there's not much
right.
I can do about it.
Yeah, you're kind of. It's kind of difficult well, not really difficult. Like you have powers to run away, but you're probably gonna be hunted down.
Yes, and my family will hunt me down too.
Oh gosh! All right, Alice.
Feeling
Closer to
Alice.
the team and Minotaurus.
Shocking. Does Minotaurus already have influence over you? I would imagine. Yes. Yes. So, Renault, you get to change Alice's labels. Do
Does
it.
she have anything locked?
Nope. Superior.
Superior is
Superior
locked.
is locked. Sorry.
Let's see. She's becoming more of a freak, I guess. So does Nova need does Nova need like a high amount of freak?
Like all of her things can be shiftable.
Yeah, but I'm just asking specifically for Nova, I guess.
Freak is good for Nova.
Yeah, freak is good
but-
for Nova.
Yeah, so down savior up freak.
Oh my gosh. So you don't think she's more weirdo than a hero?
Yep.
That actually makes
Well,
sense.
that actually makes sense. Yeah, it makes perfect
She did
sense since
brain
I
hog.
don't have as I don't have huge control over my power, so I'm not the best savior.
Nope. And you realize that you really don't have too many controls, and that has become your priority to figure out how the hell you're gonna get control and not to give everyone around you migraines.
Yeah, I think that's why I need Scion.
Yeah. All right. Clear condition or mark potential.
I'm going to clear angry.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. All right.
Yeah, meanwhile, guilty and insecure, I probably kind of still feel those right now anyway. So.
Totally. I think you're definitely insecure because your power is super creepy and weird, and guilty is yeah. Well, all right. So that was the session. It actually happened pretty well despite sadness. Despite sadness, which is Noctis missing out. But yeah, I think it went pretty well. We wrapped up pretty much the Harbinger Collective situation. You all used team pretty well. I dropped the ball on one selfish team usage, but that was okay because I'm a newbie and stuff. And yeah, things definitely took a turn for the crazy. Yeah. Right. So if anyone has anything to talk about, otherwise I'll like.
Oh yeah, I want to get my investment.
Oh, okay. So what did you figure out?
Someone permanently loses influence over me.
Someone loses influence over you. Okay. Who?
Whoa.
Well, Ryan. For one thing, I want to take advantage of the fact that he's not
Yeah, I mean
PC, I guess.
that's not like you can't like. I would say you should change your rival.
Yeah, I'm just changing my rival, I guess, to Nigella.
Yeah, it has to be Nigella. So, does anything happen when you change rival? Let me actually check. No, you
No,
can
you
do
said
that
you
anytime.
said you can. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that anytime. All right. So you change that from Nigella. All right. So Nigella, if you did not have influence over that node, you have it now. So you actually don't have it right now, but you get it back.
Yay!
Because
Rivals forever.
the moment you gain, the rivalry like influenced by. All right. Okay. You want to take influence over you away from someone. I would say it's pointless to remove influence from Ryan because it's not something you're going to be able to make use of, or I can make use of.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that's pointless to do. So if you have any other ideas for advancement, let me actually see your advancements. You've taken. Sorry. I'm. All right.
Well, I'm not taking that, I guess.
All right. So
Well, the other thing I was gonna think of taking was kind of like taking an adult move.
you've taken choose two roles. You've taken
No, I already got that.
another move from another playbook. Okay. You've already taken another move from another playbook, so you've taken both other playbook moves. All right. Taken choose two roles. You've
Hold on.
taken. Wait. Let me actually start writing these down because it's getting derpy AF. All right. Grab that. Put that into paint so I can figure out what's going on. All right. So you've taken Larg. That take another move from. Sorry.
I was thinking of taking an adult move.
Okay, you've taken Moment of Truth. You've taken Choose Bull's Heart. You've rearranged labels, right?
Yep.
Yep. You've rearranged labels. Alright, so that's 5 from the top. Let me actually take another thing. One sec. And you've also unlocked Moment of Truth again.
Yep. Locked and unlocked the knee, locked the label.
You've locked a label. So lock a label and add +1 to a label of your choice. Alright.
And then I took another adult move.
You've taken an adult. Alright, so you can
I want to take another adult move.
You want to take another adult move. Okay. Well, which one do you want to take?
Which is overwhelm a vulnerable foe.
Overwhelm a vulnerable foe. Alright, sure. Totally. You take the other adult move, overwhelm a vulnerable foe. Let me actually write that down. Take an adult move. Overwhelm a vulnerable foe. Cool. That is very cool. That is 18.
And now the next advancement thing, I'm just gonna change playbook.
Any idea what you're changing it to?
Transformed, obviously. Transformed.
Okay. All right. So it needs to happen narratively. So
Mm.
you know it can happen. I mean, you do have wild magic surging through you, so something can definitely happen that will change you to a transform, make you even freakier than a minotaur, like make you something that people are going to be freaked out and scared even more.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Do I still keep my moment of truth if I change playbooks?
If you change playbook, everything on the top side is cleaned. Everything on the bottom side stays.
Oh, okay then.
So lock a label stays. Unlock moment of truth after it's been used once. That becomes unaffected because it's already unlocked. So it stays. So you have that. That. So you can no longer unlock your moment of truth again. You can no longer take adult playbooks. You can no longer change playbooks. You can only take one more thing from the bottom line, which is retired from the life.
Sounds awesome.
But you can't do that once you change playbooks because you need to take 5 from the top before you can come down again.
Hey, you can change playbooks again?
No. That stays locked because that's used up. The bottom part of the advancement stays. That is common. That is common for most people, like most playbooks. If you actually,
I mean, I'm never going down there again, except for creating a new character, I guess.
No,
but I'm never doing that.
Yeah, you're retiring from the life. The only if you change playbooks, then the only other option you will have remaining is to retire from this life or become a paragon of the city.
Which means making a new character, right?
Well, I mean, technically yes, but since this campaign is coming to a close, I'm gonna say you're like that option's not gonna even matter.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it's unlikely that you're going to take 30 misses before that.
Watch me.
God damn it. God damn it, man. Anyway, alright. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Anyone has anything else to do?
Oh.
I probably should give word to Matricia as to what's going on.
Yeah, you can do that next session after we figure out. Like, she's still under repair and stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably have to tell her and Dr. Stellar what's going on just so they have a heads up.
Mm-hmm. All right, and yeah, and you also have to find your detective buddy who's apparently getting shot at or attacked. At the docks. Yeah, but and Folder is there, which is great. Oh! I actually forgot to mention. Vulture is there. So is Ghost Octopus.
Or
Sorry, that cut off. Vulture is there, and so is who?
Ghost Octopus.
Oh,
Only the best superhero Halcyon has. Only the town's mascot.
well,
still
him,
waiting for
him
my
and
judgment. Damn it.
him and Dynamite are the two coolest. Now is Scion around to talk to me?
Scion was actually investigating the newly brought guy, Medusius, because he also
Okay.
has like his mind is also mind is mind is also fake identity because yeah, and Benji told you who is that. That is Tej Bahadur Kaur. That is Lillian's friend. I guess I guess yeah, he would have told you that. He would have told you that. So I actually forgot to tell you that, but yeah. Yeah, still do. And he
Okay.
wasn't actually aware that, Kelly Hunter and Sonny Stavros was the, he told you that he wasn't aware those two were also, he suspected, but he didn't know for a fact. But he knows this guy was brought in after him and were experimented upon, and he lost his memories and became this weird Medusa warrior person.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's it for session 20. Thanks for watching, everyone. Join in next week, hopefully. With luck, we'll hear from Noctis, but otherwise, we'll just continue on in his absence. I have done stuff to Ryan in character, which is difficult for these people to figure out unless they do somehow. I don't know, but yeah, okay, his friends to figure out. And yes, we'll see what happens when ex Marvel Raymond hears about his son's disappearance. He's totally going to be understanding and not like lash out at someone with human level strength. Totally.
One strength.
Human level strength. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, and tune in next time. Same channel, same city, same action packed adventure of Masks. Halcyon, Australia. The Gauntlet. Good night.
Right.